Call 387-2323.
LA 2620484, office in Baton Rouge.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability.
Nice.
Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
In Baton Rouge, industry is thriving and culture never left. From blueprints to bayous, boardrooms to breweries, it's where work and life move forward together, always scaling for what's next without losing what matters. We're a region of makers, movers, founders, and foodies who turn ambition into impact and ideas into lasting change. If you're looking for a place to grow with purpose and pride, you'll find it here. It's better in Baton Rouge. BetterInBTR.com.
Like most of you, I don't like billboards, and that's why I don't have any. If you've been injured and the insurance company isn't treating you right, I'm Spencer Callahan, and I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA 2620484, office in Baton Rouge.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers, LA 21 12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Friday, June 5th. Today in Baton Rouge. Stop me if you've heard this one before. There's a chance of rain out there. High of about 87. On today's show, we'll talk LSU Baseball as they land a big-time transfer portal edition. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, Bill Bender of the Sporting News joins us at 8:30. And at 9:15, Bobby Carpenter from SiriusXM College Football. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 1 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane Studios, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Welcome in, OTB, here on this Friday. No Flynn. He's at the beach. He's beaching. Jake, Moose, Luke, and Tay here with you for the next 3 hours. Fired up to be here. As Tay said, we do have some great guests lined up. Excited to have those conversations with our guy Bill Bender, who came up with a quarterback list that we talked about the other day. Also, my guy Bobby Carpenter, the general Big Ten Bob's going to join us. But before we get to any of that, like we always do, let's go around the room with a little vibe check. Moose, how we doing?
I mean, did you see the news at 10 p.m. last night?
Absolutely
Hood?
not. I was asleep.
Feeling good. Doing good here on this Friday morning.
What was the news at 10 p.m.?
Jay Johnson's on the board, man. Landon Hood, Gonzaga righty, freshman of the year, coming to Baton Rouge, looking to restore order on the mound. Let's get hype.
Dude, nobody's more hyped than this man right here, Jake. We're sitting there this morning. I hear Moose in his office. I hear, oh, good pitch. Oh, what a throw. And I'm like, Moose, remember, if it lasts longer than 4 hours, contact your physician, buddy. Moose is fired up about it.
Hey, you should be.
Yeah.
You should be.
And they have full outings of his on YouTube. I mean, I'm not going to not just sit there and watch that. I mean, come on, that's awesome.
Oh, man. That is good. And we'll certainly come back to that. I didn't see it last night. More this morning situation for me. Yeah.
But I mean, it got the juices flowing, though,
yeah,
right?
No, I get it.
There you go.
No, I get it. I mean, I didn't even touch a stair coming up here today. Just right up there. Didn't even touch a stair. Tay, how we doing?
Well, Jake, it's National Donut Day, so pretty dang good. We're excited.
Oh, I forgot about that. You were excited about that.
Oh, we got a dozen sitting right out there in the hallway for everybody. It's awesome.
Well, you know nobody's going to be in this building for like 4 more hours. That's not us.
Well, look, they're going to have a cold donut then. It is what it is. Still Moose, Mary Lee's wasn't open this morning at like 5:30. Drove by, not a car in the parking lot, no light on. But, I mean, I live by like 3 donut shops. It was like, no big deal. We'll hit the next one.
I wonder why Mary Lee's wouldn't have been open.
That's kind of what I was wondering.
I told Musso yesterday there was a shot that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I figured they opened at like 5.
Their website says 5:30, but it was like 5:35, and there wasn't nothing on in that building.
It's Friday, late start. Understandable. I get it.
It's very true. It is very true. It was a late start on the roads today. I guess college kids aren't in school. I guess, first maybe full week, summertime. I don't know. There was nobody on the road this morning. It looked like a ghost town in Baton Rouge.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I got here in 10 minutes.
Yeah. But I always know how the traffic was in Baton Rouge based off Taylor's mood when he gets here.
Yeah.
It's true. Dude, I am a crash out driver. I mean, if there's even a slight inconvenience for me on the road, like some poor soul just got in an accident, they're on the phone with their insurance agent. No, it's me that's inconvenienced. I mean, it's bad. Victoria doesn't like riding with me.
I can't imagine she would.
That's not the only reason, but like that adds to it.
Yeah. I cannot imagine she would. Oh, man. Playoffs tonight. Moose is going to give us a full breakdown of the NBA Finals.
Go Knicks? Question mark.
In this room, yes.
Yeah.
Certainly since Alondra and Flynn aren't here. It is Go Knicks. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one for my old Knickerbockers. Obviously, they are up 1 game to nada, but it is going to be very difficult for them to go up 2-0. Well, I say that, but, man, they haven't lost in 12 games.
I know, like I picked the Spurs game
Crazy.
because the Knicks hadn't lost in so long, but it may not matter. The Spurs are fighting for their lives. They have to win this game. Like I'm picking them for that reason. You go down to 0-2, drop both games at home, you're done.
Not only is it 12 straight for the Knicks, it's double-digit win after double-digit win after double-digit win after double-digit win.
Yeah, it's been just weapons
Yeah.
that they've been putting on teams. Now, Vegas says San Antonio is a 6.5-point favorite. It opened up at 5.5. The first game, I think it was 4.5 is where it settled. So this one, Vegas thinks, like Tate, I mean, they have to have it. You're at home. If you don't get this one, bad case scenario for you, worst case scenario for you. So I'm looking forward to it. I look, as a Knicks fan, I want it to be a good series. I thought the game the other night, it was a really good game. It had a lot of runs, a lot of back and forth. Now, the Knicks pulled away at the end, and credit to them because it looked like so many times. Initially, the Spurs are going to pull away. They were up 14, and then the Knicks come back. And then at one point, it felt like the Knicks were going to pull away when they were up, 8 or 7? And then here comes the Spurs. They went on a 9-0 run. It's like, okay, well, here they come. And then the Knicks pull away from them in the end. It was a great back and forth. Getting a little nervous.
Just to be expected.
A little nervous. First time since 99 they've been in the finals. They say act like you've been there before, but in my lifetime they've been there once.
I think I think it's going to go your way. I thought that before game 1. I obviously think that now. I think the Knicks are going to take this series in 6 games.
Twice. 94, 99? I hope so. I hope you are certainly right. I hope that is the case. Moose, how much are you watching college baseball right now?
Oh, I mean, I'm still on it.
Are you still on it?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I had Squeeze play on all weekend. Like all weekend last weekend. The only time I wasn't kind of like in front of the TV, Sunday afternoon I went and chilled by the pool for like 2.5 hours. But I was back inside ready to go for like the regional final winners bracket games on Sunday night. Like I watched it all. I mean, it's rare that, thank goodness it's rare that we get this opportunity where we can actually just sit back and watch the tournament.
Yeah.
It's not super fun. Like, it did feel like something was missing, but the theater and the games were great. I mean, upset after upset. I mean, extra innings, walk-offs. Like, it was an awesome first round of the NCAA baseball tournament last weekend. So, yeah, I mean, look, they'll get underway here, 11 a.m. Super Regionals. I'll be tuned in throughout the weekend at that as well. I'm watching. I like baseball. So, I mean, I got home last night and turned on Astros Pirates.
Okay, yeah, that is a deep
I mean, I wasn't locked into it, but I had it on in the background. I'd peek at it every now and then, and I'm eating dinner or sitting on the couch.
Who are you rooting for? Or because it's hard for me to watch a game where I'm not at least being like, I want that team to win. But when LSU's not in it, where do you go?
Well, it depends.
You go for feel-good story? You don't go to the other SEC teams.
I go to feel-good story or wherever my money is placed.
That's true, too.
So, feel good for me. How could it not be Little Rock right now with what they came down?
Chris Curry's awesome.
Chris Curry's awesome. They came down here last year, gave LSU everything they wanted. They're swept through the Hattiesburg Regional, Super Regional. Love to see Little Rock make a run to Omaha. Are they going to win anything when they're there? Maybe not, probably not. But love to see them do that. And then I'll tell you, Jake, West Virginia, man, I like that group. They feel like they've been on the cusp for the last few years. Steve Sabins has done a really nice job up there. It's a great atmosphere for college baseball in Morgantown. They've really embraced that sport up there, which is not common for that area of the country. So I love that. And it's their third straight Super Regional. They finally get to host one. It's their best draw of the three because, 24 you were at North Carolina, 25 you were at LSU. Now you get Cal Poly at home, a team that's fly across the country. So that, Little Rock and West Virginia, I know they're probably not going to win it all, but that's really the rooting interest right now just because they're fun, feel-good stories.
If you're hitting reset on everything that happened in the regionals, now you're in super regionals, and you're looking at the matchups, you're looking at the path, who would you say top 2, top 3 maybe favorites?
I like Georgia against Mississippi State. I know that might sound odd to say top 3 favorite there because that's supposed to be such a tightly contested series.
Right.
Georgia's beat them Georgia's 4-0 against them now, and all of those have been away from Athens. They swept them in Starkville. They beat them in the SEC tournament.
Right.
Now you get them at home, a ballpark that plays so well to Georgia's strengths. I think that could go 3 games, but I do think Georgia ultimately gets that done. I like Texas a lot as well against Oregon. I think Oregon's got a really good ball club. The lineup is very impressive for Oregon, but I've also just seen this story before of Oregon going up against an SEC program late in the postseason, and it normally goes the SEC program's way. So I like Texas there an awful lot. And if I'm looking for a third one, man, I think the rest of them are actually going to be pretty highly contested. But Chapel Hill has my attention because North Carolina's got to face Mason Edwards from USC in game number 1. And if USC can win that game, and then you have Gavall going in the next one, they put themselves in a great position, and they've been awesome behind Mason Edwards all year. That guy's probably going to be a day 1 draft pick come July. He's been great. So North Carolina, last ACC team remaining out of 9. They got 1 into the region. The Big Ten, the Big 12 got more teams in the super regional round than the ACC. So those are really the 3 that I'm honed in on. And as I said, I'll obviously have eyes on West Virginia and Little Rock because of the story there with those 2.
Yeah, ACC tough scenes for them. And certainly when they're trying to make the jump to where the SEC is and try to be like, hey, it's the SEC and us. And then stuff like this happens, it feels like every year.
That was a brutal showing.
Yeah.
When Oklahoma, who is a good team, okay, but that's a middle-of-the-pack SEC team.
Yeah.
They're good, but they're middle of the pack in the SEC. They went and beat supposedly the ACC's best team twice.
Yeah.
When they had to beat them twice, facing elimination twice. That's in their own ballpark. That's just a really tough pill to swallow for the Atlantic Coast Conference. Or the
a lot of
All
people
Coast
thought
Conference.
Georgia Tech was the best team in the country.
Yeah.
We had I filled in for Hunt last week. He had Joe Healy on as his natty pick, heading into regional, Georgia Tech. There was a lot of people out there that liked them. Who's the Big Ten team that doesn't have a baseball program?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin does not.
You know why I remember that? Because Milwaukee.
You've never seen them play?
No, because Milwaukee, when they came down here, we all learned that they are the only Division I baseball program in the state of Wisconsin.
Look at that.
Is University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
And the conference still got more teams than the ACC.
Wisconsin doesn't have one. In the Big 12, Colorado doesn't have one.
Yep, Colorado does not have
I believe that's the 2 that can always stand out.
Mm-hmm.
And Vanderbilt doesn't have softball.
They don't.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is weird.
It's college
And
baseball.
It's college
especially in the
baseball,
SEC.
but in the SEC and softball, where most years every team makes the postseason.
Yeah.
Hey, Vandy, you should.
Maybe that's why they don't want one. They don't want to have to start up a program in this gauntlet that is the SEC right now. They're like, we might pass on that.
Yeah. Hey, look, guys, we just got good at football.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Look, I mean, it took Corbs almost a decade to win the Natty in baseball, and he had some really good teams. We just got good at football. Let's maybe pump the brakes on the softball.
I even heard, because I was talking with their AD one time down in Destin at meetings, and one of the things she said is, we don't have a place to put a facility.
That makes a lot of sense,
She was
actually.
like, we don't have anywhere to put a softball team, which was crazy.
That makes sense. When you think of that campus, I mean,
it's locked.
all their athletic complexes are locked.
Oh, they high five.
Yeah, they do. They're right there.
Well, you don't have anywhere.
Shoulders, man.
You don't have anywhere to expand either because of the city.
No.
Nashville.
I mean, that's on Broadway.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people realize that. That is on the main strip if you've never been.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere to go.
Nope.
Vandy. Jared Curtis, stand up.
Jake, is it BYU? Somebody's basketball arena and football stadium technically connect. You can actually walk through a door. Who is that? It's a big school.
I mean, Vanderbilt's does. You can, you walk into the end zone and you walk into the basketball facility. At least I know the practice facility. I don't know if you can get to the game facility, but I know for sure where the basketball practice is, it's on the other side of the end zone, but it all connects.
Dude, that's crazy.
They don't have any room to go anywhere in Vanderbilt.
I never really thought of that.
You'll see teams hit foul balls onto the football field.
Mm-hmm.
It's not BYU. I'm trying to find this. Saw a guy on TikTok do it. He walked out of the basketball arena into one of the football corridors.
Now, BYU's got it pretty good set up. LeVar Edwards Stadium?
Lavelle Edwards.
The backdrop, man.
Yes.
God, so good.
Incredible. All right. We'll take our first break of the show. As you heard, as soon as we went to Moose, he's pretty excited about Landon Hood. So we'll get a full breakdown there. We'll talk a little LSU football, a little LSU defense in hour number one. As we said, Bill Bender of the Sporting News joins us later on. Bobby Carpenter of SiriusXM. Big show today. Stay locked in. OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go see our friends over at Trash Rangers. TrashRangers.com is the website. Residential, commercial, trash pickup services. And also roll-off dumpsters. Remember, they have 3 different sizes to choose from. I went with the 15 yards, but Flynn needed the 30-yard one. They've got one even bigger than that, right? So no matter how big your project is, no matter how small your project is, they've got a roll-off dumpster for you. It's incredibly easy. They come, they drop it off. Tell them when you're done. They come, they pick it up. I mean, it is hassle-free for you. All you do is put the trash in the dumpster. We always talk about residential commercial trash pickup service, weekly text reminders. Never forget to take out the trash again. And also, if you fall on a holiday, you're not going to skip a week. They actually will pick up on Saturday. Sanitation department, something new there for Trash Rangers. If you have a job site or if you're hosting an event and you need a portable restroom, they've got you covered there as well. Go to the website today, TrashRangers.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB. I said I didn't touch a stair walking up here. Musso hit the stairs with a different body part. All right, Musso. All right. Baseball transfer portal. You said 10 o'clock last night. Some of us found out at 6:30 a.m. this morning.
All that matters is you found out.
That's true. Landon Hood. And you told us about him yesterday. Somebody that you talked about whenever we didn't really talk a whole lot of players. I mean, we talked, I think, maybe 2, maybe 3 specific players, and he was one of them. So for LSU baseball fans, because right now you don't have anything to cheer for. LSU baseball is not in the postseason. It's a very odd place for all of us to be here on this station, right? We're typically getting super regional ready. We are breaking it down from every single angle. We're having Ben McDonald and Todd Walker and all of our guys on to talk about it. Well, we don't have that this year. What we have to talk about is the baseball transfer portal, and so far, so good by getting Landon Hood.
Yeah, so LSU adds Landon Hood. Obviously, pitching is one of the top, if not the top needs for LSU in the transfer portal here in 2026 offseason after the year they put forth on the mound in the regular season. Hood comes from Gonzaga, has 2 years of eligibility left. That's really the first thing that I love.
Right.
I look back at some of the better transfers that Jay Johnson has been able to bring in. They've been multi-year guys like Tommy White, like Riley Cooper, like Zach Cowan, like Chris Stanfield. They've been guys who have been able to be here, and you can retain them and even develop them in your program. So I love that first and foremost with Landon Hood. Throws it from the right side, 6'3", 200 pounds. High school player of the year in Arizona. His senior season had a sub-1 ERA in high school. Carried that over to Gonzaga. Was by far, from a number standpoint, the Zags' best pitcher in 2026. Freshman of the year in the WCC. 16 appearances overall, 4 starts. We can get into all of that. But mainly a 2-pitch guy right now. It's a really good fastball. Can get up to 96, 97. Really going to kind of live mid-90s. The best pitch, his best offering is a changeup. Just your normal right-handed changeup, straight change with a little tail. Upper 70s, though. So when you think about the difference there from his fastball to the changeup, that's really significant. Normally you see about a 10-mile-per-hour difference. He's greater than that, and it's generating about 53% whiffs this past season as well. A lot of strikes was better as a reliever as a freshman, did make 4 starts, struggled in those. We can get into that a little bit. But the thing that really stands out is he faced 3 Power 4 teams this year. Oklahoma, super regional team, by the way. Oregon, super regional team. And Washington was the other. He threw 5 1/3 shutout innings, 2 walks, 11 punch-outs against Power 4 competition. That shows you that the stuff can absolutely translate, can absolutely play in league in the SEC. And this is a guy who should come in and contribute on the weekend and definitely compete for a starting rotation
And
spot.
that's what my next question was going to be. Where is he going to live for LSU? And nothing's ever going to be set in stone on June the 5th as you get ready for the next baseball season. But what would you envision him doing? Would it be to, like, as soon as you said changeup, I'm like, okay, well, Zach Cowan kind of comes to mind of somebody you're trying to replace the same pitch arsenal as he had. Would it be a role like that? Do you think he would be a weekend rotation guy? Because Zach Cowan, he was, hey, we need you. Now, what we need from you, we don't really know at the point. We do need you, though, and that's who he was for the last couple of years.
He definitely profiles as a starting pitcher, and he'll get every opportunity to earn that spot in the starting rotation. I mean, they're not bringing Landon Hood in, and Landon Hood's not coming to LSU to be a bullpen guy, right? I will say the starts, he struggled in. He made 4 of them, 18 innings, an ERA of 7 in those starts. That's really what drove his numbers up. He had an ERA sub 2.5, but what drove his numbers up were the starts. Walks were elevated there. Strikeouts remained. But what's encouraging to me, at least about the start, if I'm looking through it, is his first 5 outings were out of the pen. He was so good, you move him into the rotation, right? That's normal. That's how this progression would go. This guy's dominating. Let's put him on the weekend and give ourselves the best chance to win series. He struggled in his first 3 starts. They were back-to-back-to-back. He goes back to the bullpen, then gets a start later in the year against San Francisco, and it was his best start of the season. 5 1/3, gave up 2 runs, I think 1 walk, like a handful of strikeouts. So it looked like, okay, he maybe got the jitters out early in the starting role, went back to the bullpen, settled down, and was good. The other reason you look at this and go, okay, profiles as a starter, his relief wasn't an inning here, an inning there. Right. His longest relief outing on the year was 6 2/3 innings. That was his last outing of the season, if I have that correct. Yeah, I mean, he went over 100 pitches twice in relief, 99 another time, and then 98 another time after that. So he's been stretched out.
Right.
He's going to get that opportunity. We'll see. Not everybody can make the jump, but some can, and we've seen guys make the jump from a bullpen also. I think you look at it, best case scenario, starting rotation weekend guy, right when he gets to campus. Worst case scenario, contributes out of the bullpen, moves into the rotation with one of his extra years of eligibility that he does have since he's not eligible till 28.
Yeah. Would you move Kaysen potentially if he comes in? Because we've talked about that a lot on this show. Like, I mean, what do you do with him? Because you were talking about not everybody can make the jump. It's like, you're still out on him if he can make the jump. Like, he's been awesome. At times he hasn't. Like, what would you do with him?
That's a hard thing to answer on June 5th. I think right now on June 5th, and let me stress that again, on June the 5th, considering they've brought in one guy, Kaysen Evans still has a rotation spot for me. Kaysen Evans, before the arm soreness at Mississippi State, was your best starting pitcher. When you add everything in totality, he got you deepest in the game. He pitched you into the 6th inning 70% of the time before the arm soreness. Were you always winning those games? No. His struggle was early. He'd get off to a slow start, walks, things of that nature, and then really settle in and get you deep in the game. But, I mean, you got quality starts from Kaysen Evans. The way I've put it kind of, I think Kaysen Evans can absolutely be a starting pitcher in the SEC. I don't know if he's the Friday night guy in the SEC. I think he's better suited in a starting role Saturday, Sunday in the league. But you've seen it in the bullpen from him, how awesome he was as a freshman. Landon Hood, when I look at it, it's similar. Like, their lines are similar from their freshman seasons. The starts gave Evans trouble outside of 1 his freshman year. They gave Hood trouble outside of 1 his freshman year. That's not to say he, again, can't make the jump. Plenty of people can. Cooper Moore did that. Like, Cooper Moore was a reliever his first year at Kansas, made the jump as a starter, and was awesome, was very good, and ended up at LSU. So it can happen, but, I mean, even their stuff is similar between the two. So for me right now on June 5th, I think Casey Evans is still rotation guy. He's going to get an opportunity to earn that spot anyway. Like, everyone they're bringing in, this is competition, right? It's not, right, you're coming in, you're starting, you're going to the pit. No, they're going to let all these guys earn the opportunity because that's why they're here. Like, Casey Evans wants to be a starting pitcher. William Schmidt wants to be a starting pitcher. Cooper Moore wants to be. They all do. That's where you make the money. So they're all going to get that opportunity. We'll just see ultimately who wins out. The great thing is Landon Hood's an awesome get for them, stuff standpoint and production. Like, that's proven production in Division I. And he's got a lot left. They got to keep developing the breaking ball. And when they do that, I mean, that's what really could put him over as a starter when you're not just fastball changeup.
If you were to say, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but so starting pitching and arms in general, after you don't want to ever not do that after you set all the records for the wrong reasons on the mound, is shortstop the number one priority? Now, with Milam, you don't know. Like, there's a chance. It's not a great chance, but there's a chance. So how do you navigate that? And Taylor, I want you to answer that as well. How do you navigate that knowing that you do have a player that potentially could come back, but you also know you have to attack that with full force in the transfer portal?
So you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah, no, exactly what you just said. You attack it full force in the transfer portal. You can't take the risk. Like, you have to go out and try to sign a top-flight shortstop, one of the best guys in the portal. I mean, that's what you're going to do. And, again, preferably one with multiple years of eligibility, who, if Milam does decide can come back, he can play one of the other infield positions and then move over to shortstop the next season. But you have to be able to have somebody that you trust can play that position at a high level, at this level in the SEC, in case Milam does leave. And furthermore from that, Ethan Claus entered the transfer portal last night. Not unexpected. Like, I would say that was probably expected. The kid had 4 at-bats. He was a really highly touted guy coming out of high school. That's just the type of player that LSU and most programs have struggled to keep. With him leaving, you return one infielder that you know. Like, Milam has his decision. Jack Ruckert's coming back. Jack Ruckert's the only one. You're bringing in 3 or 4 shortstops in your high school class. Some of them might go pro. Some of them might show up. You have to build depth and experienced depth all around the infield. But you attack the transfer portal, in my opinion, like Stephen Milam is going pro. And you got to try to find his replacement.
I think you have to. Because if you don't want to be left at the altar with nothing.
Even if you find his replacement and he comes back, Moose just mentioned it, you basically have an entire new infield. Like, take shortstop out of it. Can you get a guy that you signed to play short? Milam comes back. Hell, put him at second. Because guess what? You weren't good there last year either. You weren't good at third last year either. Your entire infield was bad. So, like, go get a guy, see if you can plug and play him.
I'm with you. I think you have to be aggressive at all positions. Anytime that it comes to this guy might go to the draft, be it high school or be it one of your own guys, you can't sit back. You got to make sure you have the guy. And then if you have both by chance, hey, go compete like hell, go win a job, because we are not sitting here and just being left with nothing to be able to go back out there and put out there to be our shortstop, to be our leadoff hitter, whatever situation might be. And really, I'm talking about any position. Real quick, before we move on from baseball, they got crushed in the high school recruiting class and the guys that got drafted, even some in the portal a year ago. Mm-hmm. That's so hard to navigate. It's so hard to predict. But you do hear people around the program say they feel better about this class and not losing as many as they did a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think one reason for that is the class is bigger. Too. I mean, you're gonna, and it's just deep and talented, like they always are. But you're looking at 24 guys in this class. I mean, if you lose 6 of those, you're still getting a buttload of talented guys to campus. So you have a bigger crop there,
right?
And I think the top of your class is deeper because of that, which is very good. And they're going to be happy with the guys that they get. Jay, the way Jay recruits, you're always going to be happy with the guys that they get to campus. The issue is keeping them here has been a bit of an issue, not just for LSU, for all. Yeah. I mean, I think Kentucky's got like 3 or 4 freshmen in the portal right now. So every program goes through that. Guys want to play. I think that's one reason you're seeing mid-majors like Little Rock, like St. John's, like Troy, like Mercer, like all those Coastal. be so good now and be able to compete in these postseason formats because they're getting more guys out of high school. They're getting transfers that maybe go down a level, like it's that were at bigger schools. So, yeah, no, I mean, they'll be fine. The 8 that they lost to professional baseball a year ago was the most by far in Jay Johnson's time at LSU. And given where the draft is positioned in July, which they need to move it back to June, just for the college baseball calendar, that makes it really tough because the decision happens and where are you in the portal, like you were just talking about with Milam.
All right, we'll take a break. We've still got much more coming your way. Our guy Bill Bender joins us. Bobby Carpenter joins us still here on the show. We'll have all that for you when we jump back here on OTB Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, is your business getting everything it can out of its technology? If not, it's time to call Gulf Coast Office Products. For decades, GCOP has been helping Louisiana businesses work smarter with customized office technology solutions designed to improve productivity, efficiency, and communication. So whether you need copiers, printers, managed IT services, document management, cybersecurity solutions, or business phone systems, Gulf Coast Office Products has the experience and local support to keep your operation running smoothly. What really gets GCOP set apart from the rest is their service. When you need help, the person you call is the person that is going to help. That is something they hang their hat on. It is the thing they're most prideful about, and you're going to get that every single time. So if you're ready to improve that efficiency, focus on growing your business like Gulf Coast Office Products help. Remember, you can visit them online today, get everything scheduled and ready to go. Check out all the bells and whistles at gcopnet.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home, with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Always want to remind you about our friends over at K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. K2ZBlinds.com is the website. That's KTOZBlinds.com. Have Brandon Barton and the team come out to your space, know your space, change your space in a matter of minutes. They've done it for me. They will certainly do it for you. And, well, they helped me out in a way I didn't even know. I had no idea that the outside shade was actually going to help the inside portion of my house. It's going to shade the living room. It's going to save on some of those energy bills, and that's exactly what it's done. KTOZBlinds.com is the website. Go there today to schedule your appointment. All right, Tay, you put this article inside the doc, the 5 burning questions for the LSU defense, and we'll kind of go around the room here, answer some of the questions that we have. And the number one question is, who starts along the interior defensive line? And I'm going to say my answer is it doesn't matter.
No, I'm good with that because a lot of talent, not a lot of experience.
It doesn't matter because, one, there's dudes. That's a big part of it. It's probably the key part. The second part why it doesn't matter is no position group rotates more than the interior of the defensive line. So who starts does not matter. It's how effective they are, obviously. But you've got 3 freshmen that I think are ready to play right now. You've brought in some players, obviously, through the portal. So I don't think it matters. I think you finally have a group. Last year, that group was poor. Kyle Williams did everything he possibly could with everything that he had. And I give him a lot of credit. I give Jacobin Guillory a lot of credit for working and being the best version that I've ever seen him be. But there wasn't a whole lot there, right? You had an undersized lineman from USF, and he was really good and for what he was, right? Not a drafted guy. Mm-hmm. None of those guys got drafted. They're undrafted free agent rookies. They're in camps, but they didn't get drafted. It wasn't an uber talented group. I don't want to say very, because Jacobin Guillory does have some talent. It was one of, if not your weakest position group on the football team last year.
I think you got a lot of talent this year.
Now you're like, hey, let's go get 3 really ready to play freshmen to put into that group.
Well, dude, I mean, in spring, this is why I'm so high on Deuce Gerald. He was repping with the ones at defensive tackle at 270 pounds. I imagine he's going to put on a little bit more than that and play closer to probably 285. That's probably only going to make him better. Can Dominic McKinley take the next step? Richard Anderson. Lamar Brown wasn't even there in spring ball. What's he going to give? Stephylon Green, I mean, he was in and out of the lineup in spring with an injury, but he's a guy that's played a lot of football. Malik Blockton's played a lot of football. To your point about it not mattering, you got the perfect mix right now of like big-time, highly touted freshmen and the savvy veteran group. I always like when a room is mixed with like that sort of difference, right? Like the veteran that's been there, done that, may not be eye-popping. The highly touted freshman, that's going to make everybody better. I'm actually kind of excited about this room.
I think it should be. I think it's got a little bit of everything. I think it's got some young players even that have different skill sets. And I'm excited to see what Lamar Brown can, because we didn't get a chance
he's
to
not
see
even
him
here yet
in the spring because, the way that his high school schedule was. And I actually don't blame guys for doing that. Like, hey, man, go have your spring.
Yeah,
your senior year, go play
enjoy
baseball.
Go to prom, track, go to prom, track, all those things,
go
man.
Do all that.
Enjoy high school.
Yes, and I know it's so tough because like 85% of the recruiting class does it, but he will be here. He'll have an opportunity. He can play catch up here in the summertime. But you've also got a couple of transfers in from some big schools, from Auburn, from Clemson. That is the position group for LSU that I think got head and shoulders more talent into the room than it had the year before. It has the most improvement, I think. And I'm sitting here and I'm trying to rack my brain. I don't want to misspeak, but I without even looking at the analytics of it, I can tell you from what it was to what it is, it got better more than any position.
For sure. You hope edge rusher does the same thing. Because think about last year. You brought in Pyburn. You brought in Patrick Payton, Jamari Butler. I mean, pairing that with Gabe Relaford, none of them were able to give you anything.
Yeah, they had 3
like Harold Perkins led your team in sacks with 3.5 as an individual. Like, think about that. He was your star last year. None of those guys were able to give you anything. We know Prince Will Uman Mielen. I mean, he was really good at Ole Miss. You hope that translates. Jordan Ross hadn't played a ton because of injury, but that's a former highly recruited guy. Anything along that defensive front, like, I'm cautiously optimistic because we haven't seen it, but the talent's there.
It kind of looks like an LSU defensive line.
It does.
Again.
That's well said.
Like, that's the, when you were going through it from last year, Jake, and you're right, it didn't look the part. They played hard. They gave effort.
They did.
Like, they went out there and they fought.
Yeah.
But it didn't look the part.
No, you had 3 sacks between your 2 edge rushers that you brought in.
This looks
Together.
the part. Now, we'll see how they go out when they go out there and they actually put the pads on and they play real football week 1 against Clemson, which is going to be a physical game. I know Clemson obviously is not the team that they were, but that's going to be physical. You know the SEC is going to be physical. We'll see how it looks then. But at least now, like, Deuce Gerald's looks like an LSU defensive lineman. Richard Anderson looks like an LSU defensive lineman that we've been so accustomed to. And when LSU has been their best, they've had first-rounders and draft picks on the defensive line, and it feels like you have that again across all class levels and, as you said, different skill sets as well.
Well, think about last year. Bernard Gooden, 6'1", 268.
Yeah.
Is what he was on the roster. And, like, sure, he made plays in fall camp. Like, that was not a joke. Like, he actually went out there and he made plays. It didn't translate on the field, but, I mean, neither did a lot of the transfers you brought in. But
And Gooden got hurt. He had what, a shoulder?
Yeah, he had a shoulder
so
injury.
He was playing through, so he was trying to
he was playing through it. But, like, to your point, like, that's an undersized defensive lineman that you brought in, and you're like, we're so thin at this position. You have to come in and immediately start on the interior of the D-line. Not that it's going to translate on the field. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But the guys this year don't look like that.
The depth is overall is just better, too. And it's more experienced at a high level of college football.
Yeah, and the second question here on this same article, and this is on Go247. You can check it out, 247sports.com. Will Lamar Brown hit the ground running? We've already kind of talked about that and what he is watching him over the last couple of years. He played, like, right next to my son a lot of times, and so, like, I saw him dominate on a football field. I think he's got a great work ethic. I think he is ready to go. Can't wait to see how Blake Baker and that staff utilize him because, again, he's got a different skill set than the other 2 young defensive linemen. Question number 3, we'll get to this last one before we take a break. Who emerges as cornerback 4 in Baton Rouge? And so if you're going to say that, the obvious statement here is DJ Pickett's your number 1 corner, but P.J. Woodland, I know, Tate, you're a big fan of what he's done certainly a year ago. We know those are your first 2. So Jakeem Jackson, who actually didn't play a lot last year, but when he did, it was kind of impactful and made a couple of big plays. You've got, Hall, who's going to be a freshman. You got some younger players that don't have really a lot of experience there behind them. So it is a question because behind those 3 guys, because you had a big injury. What was it? God, one of the last plays.
It was Achilles, Aiden Andy in the scrimmage.
During an interception. Ooh. So you don't have a lot there as far as depth. And so when you see this question, you might be like, why does it matter who your 4th corner is? But when you look at it and you see your 2 starters and you see Jakeem Jackson behind that, it's a lot of unknown.
I'd expand it to safety as well. Like, I didn't get to go out there to every practice because a lot of times it was during our show, but I went out to pretty much every Saturday scrimmage they had. The depth on the secondary, I think your front line's great. I mean, Cooley, Benefield, Spears, Woodland, Pickett, I mean, you name it. I think those guys are awesome. Corner and safety, the 2s, I think they have a lot to work on. Like you mentioned, Jackson, Anding was kind of running as that second number 2 corner in that second group secondary. Safety is a relative unknown right now. I mean, there's a lot of guys there. None of them have played meaningful snaps here at LSU outside of those top 2 to 3 guys. So, like, I'd extend it to safety. Corner safety, the secondary depth is a big concern. That's probably my biggest concern on defense.
All right, well, we can talk about some of those other questions. We can get to the other ones. I mean, you mentioned kind of the safety position there. I think the defensive backfield, from what you have to roll out there, starting lineup, you feel really good about. Problem is, if you have one injury, think about it, to guys like Pickett, Cooley, Benefield, like you mentioned, Woodland, behind them isn't comparable to what you're losing there because of the experience. Even Deshaun Spears, who doesn't have a ton of starts, he still has a ton of experience. Has had big games against teams like Florida. So even your star has a lot of success out there on the field in purple and gold. The backups just don't have that right now. All right, we'll get to the final two questions when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, for more than 60 years, Russell Pools has been helping Louisiana families create beautiful backyard spaces with custom pool design, construction, renovation, and maintenance services. So whether you're dreaming of a brand new pool, upgrading an existing one, or looking for expert weekly service, Russell Pools has the experience, craftsmanship, and attention to detail to get the job done right. Remember, they also offer pool supplies, equipment, chemicals, and outdoor furniture to help you enjoy your backyard year-round. So when you're ready to transform your outdoor space, trust a company that's been doing it since 1965. And it isn't just lip service. They truly are the person that is going to be there from the very beginning. When you sit down, you have the conversation, the pool design. They're going to obviously be there during the construction, but they're also going to be there afterwards. They are the maintenance for your pool as well. They are the true one-stop shop. Visit russellpools.com today. Russell Pool Company, building Louisiana's finest pool since 1965.
Raising Cane's Texas Toast is a thick slice of bread, garlic buttered spread, grilled to golden perfection, and made to order just for you. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Championships are won with preparation, and so are great roofs.
Coach is tough on us about preparation, and Paris brings that same championship mindset. Do business with someone you know.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
ParishBuilt.com.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Such a timeless flight.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Tay, I'm not letting that go. We'll come back to that next hour. Man's going to see Scary Movie 17 with his whole family.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's 6.
Shout out.
It's 17. You can't convince me otherwise. All right, let's get back to this article. Go 247sports.com. 5 burning questions for the LSU defense. Number 4, just how great will Ty Benefield be? I could answer that question for you. In fact, I'm putting together my 2026 All-Meathead football team in the Phil Steele magazine, and he is on the All-Meathead team. But there is no one, and I mean nobody, in the city of Baton Rouge, in the state of Louisiana, including Blake Baker, that loves Ty Benefield more than Taylor Sharp. So, Taylor, take it away.
Ty Benefield's going to be really great is the answer. In all seriousness, that's why I was so excited when he got signed in the portal, because you may think, oh, well, safety might not be your biggest need as far as starter-wise. Yeah, he's going to do so much for your defense. It allows Deshaun Spears to go down and play star, which I think he's perfect for. He was really good at in the spring. Ty Benefield can cover. He can come up and make tackles at the line of scrimmage. He's that complete safety center fielder at the line of scrimmage, what you've been needing for years. I think Ty Benefield is going to be awesome.
Who does he, like, if you were to say, and again, you know him as well as anybody, if you were to say, like, give me a LSU safety in the history of LSU football that he kind of comps to.
Grant Delpit would be mine, because I would say Jamal. Jamal spent a little bit more time at the line of scrimmage.
All right, Grant
Benefield
Delpit
probably covers a little bit better.
All right.
I mean, Delpit's taller. Like, Delpit was 6'3". Benefield's not that, but they play similar.
All right, and the last question, will Whit Weeks return to form? I'll answer that one. Yes, he will. He's going to be healthy for the first time since Moby Dick was a minnow. Like, he just hasn't been healthy. The guy tried to grit it out against South Carolina, against Oklahoma. He tried everything he could. They've been smart with him this offseason. They haven't tried to do too much this offseason, and I think that is going to behoove everybody involved. I think he'll be right there in the middle of your defense, and my God, this defense isn't related to that defense if he's not in there. It's not even a distant cousin if he's not in there. He has to be in there. He'll be in there. I think Whit Weeks has a monster year for LSU. All right, hour number 2, OTB, coming right back your way from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to BayouAutomotive.com. Bayou Automotive, you've got Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And you can go to BayouAutomotive.com because when you go to the website, remember, you can check out all the new vehicles. You can buy right there online, and they'll deliver your vehicle to you. Now, you can go see them in LaPlace, Louisiana. They've got an incredible dealership. It's a very easy drive here from the greater Baton Rouge area. But, again, if you don't have the time, right? Maybe you just can't get down there. That's okay. They will bring that vehicle to you. And then once you buy a vehicle from them, if you need maintenance, guess what? They actually are going to pick up your vehicle, give you a loaner, and then bring your vehicle back. That's the kind of service you get over at Bayou Automotive. Check out the Black Widow packages as well. It's in the top right corner of the website, and that's not just on Jeeps. They certainly have the Jeeps, but it's on Rams, it's on F-150, 250, 350, the Raptor. They do it better than anybody in the country. Go to BayouAutomotive.com today.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here. Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
All right, welcome back in OTB, hour number 2, live from the Raising Cane's studio. Jake, Moose, Luke, and Tay here with you on a Friday morning. Now, we'll get away just a wee bit from sports, and if you've listened to the show, we've been real sports heavy for us. But, Taylor, you said that you were rolling 9 deep to Scary Movie 17.
Yeah. I think
so you are making this a family affair.
Oh, yeah. I've been looking forward to this, man, for a while. You know I love the parody movie. Like, we talk about Not Another Teen Movie all the time. I see a lot of horror movies. You know, obviously the spin-off factor here. I'm excited. Plus, Victoria is 34 weeks pregnant, and she told me, hey, I want to get out and do something with the fam before I'm laid up for the next 2 weeks because bless her heart, she's pretty much done. Like, we're actually going out with my family tonight. So my side is going dinner and a movie tonight, and then we're going out with her family on Sunday just because, like she said, this is her words, not mine. She told me, I've had a really easy pregnancy up until about 2 weeks ago. And once she got to like that 32-week mark, she was like, I'm done. I'm ready to push this kid out already. And so yeah, we're rolling 9 deep, and we're excited about it.
See, typically, like, movies, you know, like any Christopher Nolan movie.
Sure.
Like any, like, you know, trying to think of, like, what people, like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, like, people are camped out, they're ready to go. I don't know that I've ever met someone be ready to go for Scary Movie. And not only him ready to go, but his entire family ready to go to Scary Movie.
Well, this was 100% my idea. I mean, me and Victoria kind of planned the whole thing. She's just going to see it because I want to see it. Jake, this might surprise you. I am not a deep thinker. I love a good movie where I'm sitting there, or whodunit. I'm sitting there like, oh, man, like, you know, what's going to happen? I can go there. I can watch this trash movie. I can not think about anything. I can just sit back and laugh. Sometimes I need that. That's what we're doing. So we're rolling in Scary Movie 6. I've obviously seen the 5 previous.
Oh, yeah. You don't see 6 if you hadn't seen 3, 4, and 5.
That's true, because, you know, the storyline is so dynamic and diverse that, you know, you got to do chronological order. I got Victoria to watch them, though, Jake, and I got to tell you, she wasn't a huge fan of them. We watched 1 through 3, and she goes, you know, Tyler, like, I just, I haven't seen any of the movies they're making fun of. So it's like, I just don't
That's
get
true.
it. So, I mean, it is what it is. But these are recent, and I drag her to scary movies all the time. So she's probably seen the majority of these. I'm excited about it. Always been a fan of the Wayans Bros, and they put this together. So I think it'll be fun.
Luke Moose, have y'all seen Scary Movie 1 through 5? I've seen a couple of them. Like, I've seen the one, like, grab me by my strong hand. Like, I've seen that one before.
Scary Movie 2.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I've seen 1 through 4. I've not seen 5.
Okay. All right.
I would be in the same category as Victoria now, where the new horror movies, I just haven't seen enough of them, where I probably wouldn't get the jokes.
True. Now, Luke, you're a little bit younger than anybody else in this room, and so it's been a while since we've had a scary movie. Where do you fall?
I can't remember. I know I've seen one. I don't remember what number.
Well, buddy, if you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Do you remember what happened in it? I could probably tell you which one.
No, I don't remember. But there's 2 actual horror movies out: Obsession and Backrooms.
I will see both
my
of them.
teenagers just went and saw Backrooms.
What'd they say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Said okay.
I'm more excited about the other one.
Obsession was really, really good.
Okay, so the guy who made that movie is like a comedy TikToker. He made the entire movie in like 3 months, and people think it's going to win like movie of the year or something.
Yes, he makes YouTube shorts,
Mhm.
and A24 reached out to him so he could pitch some more his short videos to the A24 board, and he was like, no, and he pitched them Obsession. And they were like, "Yeah, let's make that
because
right
like
now."
he's
Didn't
like
it
a
cost
comedy
like
guy.
basically nothing to
Basically,
make, right?
I mean, I think he made the whole thing start to finish like 3 months.
Like the money was just like nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he makes all of his money social media. He basically funded the entire thing himself. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, we're excited. Scary Movie 4, Luke, just for the reference, awful, worst one of the series. Skip it.
I can go without it.
Yes, you can go with that. Don't need it.
You can go without all
Doesn't
of
follow
them.
the storyline. You don't need it.
I can't tell you the last time I saw like a scary movie in theaters either. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, my wife doesn't like them, and if I get a chance to go to the movies, which is rare, it's gonna be something that's like I know is going to be really, really good. Like I don't take a lot of chances at the movies because I can't. I don't have many chances to go. Certainly not to non-animated movies. Now, although I'm getting past that point with how old my children are now, but if I go, I guess it's not going to be a scary movie.
Prices
like
of
that was in
movie
my
concessions. You might have to take out a loan to take the whole family.
Oh,
I mean,
it's $225, $250.
Yeah,
to take
no
my
thanks.
family to the movie, all in.
Nah.
So
Just
it's,
me and Victoria. Me and Victoria go like once a month, honestly. Maybe once every 2 months. I mean, we go quite a bit. And I'm still not a member of any like movie rewards. Never have.
Oh my
God. I know.
All right, T-Bob.
I know. It's not that I don't want to. Like T-Bob had this immoral thing where he thought it was wrong to do it.
Well, that's the excuse he used because
Every time I sit down, I'm like, oh, I'm going to sign up for that. By the time I leave, I already forgot. So
T-Bob would get coffee every single morning at Starbucks. Every single morning. He didn't miss a morning. That was his routine. He lived right by one, and he would do it. And we were like, hey, oh, dude, you must have 1,000,000 points. He's like, no. Like, what do you mean, no? You don't scan every time like you do it? Like, you would never pay for coffee again with how much you've already built up in equity. It's like, no, man, I don't do that because, like, I want to pay for it because they're, like, doing a service for me. And I'm like, you want to give Starbucks, the little man, the poor man that's hurting,
hey,
you want to give them some money.
T-Bob, big proponent of the small local businesses, okay?
Yeah. Now, if he was going
Big
to,
fan.
like, Simple Joe's on the way here, and it's like, that's where you got his coffee. Okay, I can get behind that.
Nope,
This man's
Starbucks.
like, well, I don't want to, like, Starbucks is, like, doing the work, so, like, I don't want to, like, not give him the money. I'm
It's
like,
Starbucks, bud.
what? I was like, get $100 in ones, and for T-Bob, it'd be hard for him not to spend it somewhere else, but get $100 in ones, and then every time you get a coffee, just pull out a one, give it as a tip. Pull out a one, give it like, if you want to tip the person. But this man did not use the Starbucks app rewards where he would have gotten free coffee forever. Because he did it every day for the 6 years that I worked with him. Off principle for Starbucks. So it's not like that, you're saying.
Starbucks, big on principles.
Yeah.
That company, huge on principles.
You want to talk about somebody that just follows their beliefs and everything? It's Starbucks. We got to trust them.
Oh, Bob. He was one One of one. One of one. I think I'm going to wait to the Odyssey to go see the movies. Go to the movie theater. I think I'm going to wait for that. I know there's been a lot of conversation about the Odyssey. A lot of people mad that this, that, and the other, the uniforms don't look authentic and to the time. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about any of that. There's not a vigilante running around Gotham, but Christopher Nolan makes a movie about it. I'm going to go watch it. Gotham's not a real city. I don't know.
I don't even know a ton about the Odyssey. I don't know enough about it to get mad about it.
Name a famous actor. I bet you that actor's in that movie.
Isn't Pedro Pascal in it? I'm pretty sure he is.
Actually, I don't know if he's in it.
Maybe.
Well, then Luke was wrong.
He might be. Soft maybe.
Or you went Pedro Pascal on it. I mean, there's a lot of other famous actors that probably are in this movie that you could have, and you went Pedro Pascal.
I picked him.
What are you doing, Taylor?
He's been in everything lately. That's why I picked him. He wasn't top of mind.
It's Christopher Nolan.
You don't want to go Matt Damon. You didn't want to go Tom Holland. You could have gone Anne Hathaway.
Is Anne Hathaway in it, Luke?
Yes.
Okay.
Zendaya.
Tom Holland. Travis Scott is actually in it.
Yes.
Okay, I did hear that.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not sure.
Maybe Travis has acting chops you don't know about.
He's just
Taylor.
getting his acting chops together in Odyssey.
He
You know,
might.
I always say, let the little man start small and build his acting chops in a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, are you going to turn down Christopher Nolan?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I just don't know if that's where you start. Does he rap in it?
I'm going to bet no.
Okay. Well,
Bet no. Now, the movie you're seeing tonight, all games on.
oh, yeah. Look, I know y'all are thinking, damn, I wish I could go to see Scary Movie 6 tonight.
Nope.
It's okay. I will have a movie review on Monday. It's fine. Okay.
I will watch the highlights of the movie.
So the entire thing?
No, you knew what he meant. All right. I can't believe you're going to see a scary movie with your family, the entire family.
There's a chance they're not thrilled about it, but we're doing it.
Are you forcing these people to go see Scary Movie 6?
I think Victoria's text in our family group chat was, hey, we're planning on going to see Scary Movie 6 on June 5th. This theater, this time. Who wants to go? And then everybody said they were in. So,
All right. What are the ages of the people, real quick, just before we go to break, what are the ages of this family? Like, we're talking all ages?
yeah, I mean, you got my parents, so 60s.
Your parents are going to go see Scary Movie 6.
Jake, I just said not everybody's thrilled about it. That doesn't mean they're not going. We're doing this as a family. It's supposed to be a nice thing.
I give
it's supposed
y'all
to be a nice outing.
I give y'all a lot of credit. Y'all do a lot of family things. You do. Like, y'all stay connected. I'll give you a lot of credit for that. If I called Joey right now and said, hey, Dad, we're going to go see Scary Movie 6, and he would say, the hell we are. That would be his.
Well.
So, shout out to your dad for being open-minded and want to hang out with his son.
They're going. My uncle, around the same age as them. My sister, brother-in-law, 2 years older than me and Victoria, and then my younger brother who's 23.
All right. Sorry, Chad, I just pulled you up. Up here by myself, sometimes I forget to do it. So I pat my chest. That's on me, but I'm in now. And I'm all on live chat as well. So everybody, I see every message. We'll get to some of the messages in the chat when we come back. Again, we've got Bill Bender of the Sporting News in about 15 minutes from now. Look forward to that conversation. Bill put out a great quarterback ranking list earlier this week that we broke down. We'll get it from the guy who wrote it himself in about 15 minutes from now. More OTB when we come back here, live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GetGordon.com. GetGordon.com, the website for Gordon McKernan injury attorneys. Remember, when you go to GetGordon.com, you're going to be able to have a chat with a live agent. It's going to pull up right there in front of you to answer any of your questions. You also can see on the website what they can do for you in the courtroom, past client results, all that's going to be there as well. And if you want to get in contact with Gordon McKernan, it's very easy. If you're in the state of Louisiana, it doesn't matter where you're at, Shreveport, Monroe, DeRidder, Houma, Cutoff, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, Walker, doesn't matter. Shooter, Doesn't matter where you're at. It's your area code followed by 888-8888. 888-8888. It's followed by the 8s. You call the 8s and they get it done for you. So go to the website, getgordon.com. Social media, the handle's always going to be at getgordon, right? All major social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. You can find it online, getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Every ounce of Raising Cane's lemonade has been hand-squeezed that day from fresh lemons before being served over our signature crushed ice. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Investing in a new roof doesn't have to be overwhelming. At Pelican Roofing, we offer 0 interest for 21 months because everyone deserves a safe, secure home. Trusted, local, affordable. Pelican Roofing, making quality roofing affordable for South Louisiana families.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB, here live from the Raising Cane studio. Sorry, putting together my all meathead team in the Feel Still magazine, and, well, type in when you have fat thumbs is hard. Send it to the wrong place. Trying to figure out where to send said meathead team.
Some lucky, unsuspected recipient's going to have an awesome list sent their way just for no reason at all.
That's true. That's very, very true. I went a little different this year. Sometimes I would mix in, like, big name draft guys that played really hard, and they're like, yeah, well, they got to be meatheads to play. I've done that in the past. I'm a little small school heavy here in this one. In today's age of college football with NIL and everybody having their hand out a little bit, I'm like, you know what? Let me throw some Jacksonville State in there. Let me throw in some Tulsa. I actually got 2 people from Jacksonville State. Let me throw in an Old Dominion. Troy.
So we're going Jacksonville State to win their league? That's what I'm hearing right now?
I think so.
That's the future we're putting down?
I think so. They're salty this year. They're what, the Gamecocks?
Yeah.
Something. Yep. No big deal. Definitely knew that. Felt confident about that one. You got a stud running back. Cam Cook.
Relation to James Cook? Probably not.
Where did Cam Cook transfer to, though? West Virginia, I think.
Yeah, he was a bigger school, right?
I think he went to West Virginia from Jacksonville State.
So he's not at Jacksonville State anymore then?
No.
All right.
He was TCU to Jacksonville State, West Virginia.
Here, he started at TCU. Didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
He was the Conference USA Player of the Year. I knew he went somewhere. Didn't know when he went. He went, West Virginia. So, but you can still bet on Jacksonville State to win the league if you want to.
I mean, if they got 2 guys on the meathead team.
I think Bo Nix's brother is on Jacksonville State, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, now I'm sold.
Yeah. That's
a dark horse playoff team.
Everybody's got a chance now. Everybody does have a chance. So, yesterday, the news for LSU basketball was they were going to go play a game at Gonzaga. So I was excited about that. Now, it is the same day as the Texas game. So, Texas football, of course, in LSU in Tiger Stadium. So, depending on the time, I guess, the excitement around that game. But Moose, Luke, we don't ever get a chance to get y'all's opinion on this subject. We don't really know what to make of what's going on in LSU basketball. I'm not really sure who's going to actually be eligible to play. I'm not really sure what it's actually going to look like. There's some guys that have played in the G League, as we know, that you have gotten out of the transfer portal, and they're going to have court cases to see if they can play. So I don't know what the roster looks like. I'm fired up as hell to have Will Wade back. I do know that. That's about all that is certain for LSU basketball.
Yeah, I mean, the players they've gotten are really good and very projectable to the SEC. It's just, like you said, a matter of eligibility. I feel pretty good about the international guys being eligible. Yamadar, we'll see. But the rest of the international guys feel really good about their eligibility. I think they kind of know that, all right, those guys are going to have them, like Santos and Salu Niang and that crop. You look at R.J. Lewis, says he's the G League guy you were referencing, and probably not going to happen there.
Yeah, I remember covering him on my college show when he was the Big East Player of the Year.
Yeah, you gave up your eligibility. You kind of have to live with that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they'll fight it and do whatever. I don't think that's cool. I think that's stupid. Like, it was dumb when Charles Bediako in Alabama and Baylor and all that. But anyway, I like the pieces they actually got from college too, like Mo Diabate and Abdi Bashir from Kansas State. I mean, that guy can really fill it up. So I think Will's put together a nice mix of offense and defense. It really started offensive heavy, but the defensive players that he's added here as of late, like Bryce DeSere, we mentioned Salu Niang, that's good. They really need to still get a point guard. They need a true point guard on this club.
What is, and everybody in the room can answer this, it's not even like an expectation. Like, I don't really need a win total or anything. That, what would you be okay with as an LSU fan? What would be acceptable for you in year number 1 of Will Wade to make you feel good about all the things you went through to bring Will Wade back? We were pining for Will Wade to come back ever since he left. We're all excited that Will Wade's back. But what would be an acceptable year number 1 under Will Wade?
500 record in the league for me.
500?
NCAA tournament for me. I don't care how it looks. Just get there. Like it can look like NC State did a year ago, where you snuck in. Just get in. Like with what they've invested in the program, with what they've been able to bring in, just get into the tournament. You don't have to win a game. Not worried about that. Get into the NCAA tournament. Plus, there's 98 teams in it now. So I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, you only got to make the top 85 now, Moose. Whatever it is.
It's fair.
His point about Abdi Bashir, that might be my favorite guy they've gotten in the portal. And he wasn't even one of these EuroLeague players. I mean, 13.5 points last year, 20 points a game 2 years ago at Monmouth. He's a 6'7" guard. Like, everyone wants to talk about the EuroLeague players and are they going to be eligible, and Wade's bringing in pro players. Abdi Bashir could fill it up.
I think I'm a little bit with both of you. I'm with Taylor in the fact that 500 in the SEC, but 500 in the SEC gets you into the tournament. Yep. So I think both are going to be true if those, if Taylor's happens, then Moose's is going to happen as well. Luke, your acceptance rate for Will Wade and this LSU basketball team in year number 1?
I think that we are obviously giving Will Wade the resources he needs to get this team year 1 into the NCAA tournament, but I don't know if that is a real expectation. What questions would be asked if he didn't get this team to the NCAA tournament year 1?
Luke just wants everybody to have fun.
He's just here for the vibes.
Hey, vibes are going to be better than they were.
I will say, to Luke's point, though, I want both the things that y'all said. I want 500 and I want an NCAA tournament appearance. But I also just want it to look like it's going in a good direction. I want it to look like there's a plan. I want it to look like they're competitive. I want the PMAC to be loud. I want people to care about LSU basketball. Y'all, we didn't talk basketball at all this year on an LSU-themed sports radio show in Baton Rouge because nobody cared. That's how bad it was. Now, of course, we talk women's basketball. We had Coach Mulkey on every week. Talked a lot about that because they were giving you something to talk about. We didn't talk men's basketball. We had Coach McMahon on twice, kind of very beginning of the season, and then that was it. Then it was downhill, and then it was last in the SEC. And it was just more of the same. So I want the things that y'all want, but also, man, I just want it to look like it's a functional basketball program that has a future.
I don't want to be playing in a graveyard. Jake, LSU men's basketball met COVID restrictions last year.
They did.
You were more than 6 feet apart up in that arena. You beat Gonzaga up there on the road, and you come back for that next home game. I don't care what this team does later on in the season. That arena is going to be loud. It's going to be insane. I mean, people love Will Wade. You saw how many people were at his press conference when he came back. I mean, there was a couple thousand people there for his introductory press conference. When's the last time that's happened in LSU basketball? Yeah. Whatever happens year 1, it's going to be exciting. And I'm with you. I just need this team to have a pulse.
And we'll see. We'll see what the team looks like. We'll see the international guys. We'll see the guys in the G League. And I got to see the final form of the roster really before you can make a true assessment of what we feel like it is going to be. All right, we are going to step away, and when we come back, we'll get right back into some LSU football. I got Bill Bender of the Sporting News is going to join us. Remember, he put out a quarterback ranking, and LSU's quarterback was in the top 10. We'll tell you where the LSU quarterback was. We'll tell you who is number 1 on that list as well and how Bill got there, and we'll do it when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, at First American Bank and Trust, banking is built on relationships. So whether you're opening a personal account, growing your business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you'll work with local bankers who understand your goals and are committed to helping you succeed. You'll get the convenience of modern banking along with the personal service and local decision-making that makes all the difference when you need answers. And we talk about that all the time. You go to the website, you'll see the bells, the whistles, all the things the national banks have. But also, when a decision has to be made, they make the decision in Baton Rouge. They don't call New York. They don't call San Francisco. It is right here in this area, and that's what it's always going to be. For generations, First American Bank and Trust has been serving Louisiana communities by helping families and growing businesses together and with confidence. If you're ready for a better banking experience, make the switch today. Visit FABT.com to learn more. Find your local branch. That's First American Bank and Trust, banking on relationships.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care. Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And we always have other great giveaways for new patients. Check out hooddentalcare.com and schedule your appointment today.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Feels the way I do about you now.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Always a pleasure to catch up with our next guest. It has been far too long. My guy, Bill Bender of the Sporting News, joins us now. Bill, always a pleasure, as I said. Glad to have you on, sir.
Me and Bobby Carpenter, you got two guys from Lancaster, Ohio, one that played in the NFL and one that's written about it for a little bit. So we'll let the listeners decide which one is which.
Hey, you know what, though? You and Bob are two of my favorites, so it's a good day here for me to be able to talk to both of you. Very excited to have this conversation because earlier in the week, Bill, here on this show, we actually broke down your quarterback rankings, and that's on thesportingnews.com. You can check that out right now, and you went top 25 quarterbacks. But before we get into individual guys and different players on this list. How difficult is it when you're putting a list like this together, not just because of so many great quarterbacks, but also there's so many quarterbacks on this list that are going to be a new face in a new place. Like, we've known them to be really good elsewhere, and they're going to try to be good somewhere new. And we always think that it's going to work out like it did at their old school. But look, sometimes it's better than it was at their old school. When you're putting a list like this together, how difficult is it knowing they're in a new spot in a new school and a new system?
Oh, there's a mix. So there are 3 transfer guys four if you count Hoover. The 4 of the transfer guys that I think are immediate impact at their new school, Sam Levitt being one of them. Darian Mensah at Miami had monster numbers the last 2 seasons. You got Mestamaker, who I think it's going to translate well at Oklahoma State. I really do. And then Hoover, I mean, you look at the jumps that Rourke and Mendoza wasn't even on my list last year. That makes me look bad. And so I learned my lesson. And we're going to have Hoover up there around 11 at Indiana. So it is tough when you have the returning QBs, the Heisman. There's one Heisman finalist on the list from last year, and then the transfers. It's a mix. It's not a perfect science, but I liked our list.
Yeah, and it is very difficult to do, like you said, because there's going to be some guys that are taking over for legends, and you mentioned Josh Hoover. You're taking over for a guy that won a national championship, Mendoza at Indiana, it still seems crazy to say that out loud. So there's going to be a lot of expectations on a player like that. But let's just go ahead, rip the Band-Aid off, start this conversation. Big reason why we wanted to have you on. Number 10, Sam Levitt, coming over from Arizona State to LSU. He had an injury-plagued season a year ago when he was in there. The play was really well. Like, we know what he did a couple years ago when he leads Arizona State to a playoff game against Texas where they had an opportunity, to say the least, to win that game, overtime game. So if you're breaking down Sam Levitt going from Arizona State to LSU, and for our LSU fans listening, how would you break down his game and how he's on the top 10 in this list?
Well, it's everything you said. I mean, you got a guy that's 16 and 4 as a starter. I like his mobility. It's not necessarily like a designed run, but the ability to scramble, make plays, and improv. And I think, you give him Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss Jr., provided his foot's okay. He's that classic tough guy,
Yeah.
Like the teammates rally around him quite a bit, and he throws the ball well. You saw that when he had Jordan Tyson at Arizona State. You wonder how he'll make the leap to the SEC, but he's got a lot of upside. I think we had him number 6 on our list last year at Arizona State. So, the talent's there. I actually like his skill set for the next level too. So I want to see how it develops this year in Baton Rouge. I think he's going to have a good year.
I'm looking forward to seeing how it all works out, because you have a completely different offense this year in Baton Rouge compared to last year. And last year, it was just abysmal. The things that they were trying to get done, they led the country in yards, 5 yards or less. I believe they led the country in throws behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, it was just a lot of screens. It was a lot of short intermediate stuff. There was nothing in the middle of the football field. They used the middle of the football field. I think they were 120th or something, maybe 125th in the country in middle of the football field between the hashes. And this isn't the NFL. These hashes are pretty wide. So offensively last year, it wasn't even the players and Garrett Nussmeier being hurt. That was a part of it, but just the scheme alone, I think for LSU fans, going from what they were watching a year ago to what they're going to be watching now, it doesn't almost even matter who the quarterback is, because it's going to look so completely different.
For sure. And you try to picture Levitt in what Trinidad was doing last year. And Trinidad is our number 1 quarterback. Right. And Jacob, when you do these stories that I do every summer, there's those moments of hesitancy where you're kind of like, man, I don't know if this guy's here. I don't know why I should have put him number 1 or not. I didn't have much hesitation with Trinidad.
Right.
Because, building off what he did last year, I know there's a new, obviously the coordinator switch and a new head coach. But if you envision Levitt doing what Trinidad did, I think it will be okay. You'll throw the ball down the field a little more. You will use the middle of the field. He will be able to use his scrambling ability to extend plays too. And it all comes down, we got to see it. Obviously, he had the surgery, and you want to see it on the field, make sure he's good to go along the way.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't even argue that Trinidad Chambliss doesn't deserve to start right where y'all have him. I mean, what he was able to do a year ago and even gotten better in the playoffs and really put the team on his back there a couple of different times, certainly on the Sugar Bowl. Now with a different offensive coordinator and a little bit of a different scheme, they're going to try to do similar things, but we'll see how that works out. But I am not going to argue that point. I will say this. There is a player that comes in the top 5 that I thought would be a little bit higher for you, and that's Julian Sayin out of Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
When you put him at 5, how close was he to be in, maybe even 3 or maybe even 2 on this list? Because I know you're a big fan of his game.
Yeah, dirty secret here. I consulted a couple guys I've worked with. I said, hey, give me your 25, and then give me and I'll average them out. And
right.
The other 2 guys, but I said my name's still on it. I'm going to bump some guys around. But
right.
in their ballots, Sayin was much lower. And I'm like stumping for him. I said, I think he's the most undersold returning Heisman finalist I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
He's accurate. He does. It's not his. It's like he gets penalized. Bobby will probably tell you the same thing here in a half hour. He gets penalized more for throwing to Jeremiah Smith and Brandon Ennis and Chris Henry Jr., Carnell Tate last year. But he's still getting the ball out on time. He still throws the ball down the field. He beat Michigan. It was a rough game against Miami, but there were a lot of reasons for that weren't Julian Sayin. And, there's things to work on. But he has a Bo Nix quality to him in the passing game, maybe doesn't run as much. And there's no reason why he can't be in the top 5. I would say this, the top 6 quarterbacks we have, it kind of ends with Dante Moore there at 6. So some people might – if you said any one of our top 6 was number 1, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. Whether it's Dante or Sayin or CJ Carr or Levitt or Arch,
yeah,
or even Mensa. I really like that top 6.
Let's go a little bit deeper in the list. I want to go all the way to number 22, John Mateer. Before John Mateer hurt his thumb, we were talking about him being maybe even a Heisman front runner. After he hurts the thumb, it's just not the same. It didn't completely fall off a cliff, but it wasn't the play that we had seen before the thumb injury. That's a really good player down there at number 22. Was it the play after the thumb injury, Bill, that kind of keeps you from maybe putting him a little bit higher on this list?
That's a high upside guy. And, yeah, it was 2 different seasons. You watch John Mateer against Michigan, you're talking about a Heisman candidate. You watch John Mateer. I think this is speculation at best, but, maybe he came back too soon. Maybe. But even though, he was capable of playing, it was a little rough when he came back. Did end the season on a couple 300-yard games, one against LSU, one against Alabama in that loss. And there is some upside to him on that list in that spot. But, you look at the overall numbers, too. When I got into those, I was like, man, I thought he had more touchdowns than that. Yeah. I didn't think he had that many interceptions. So there were certainly some ups and downs. I do like that he has Arbuckle back for another year in that scheme at Oklahoma, and I think he'll play well.
All right, Bill, give us a player on this list. Catching where I got Bill Bender of the Sporting News. Give us a quarterback on this list that you want to wax poetic about. You want to tell the country about this quarterback because you feel like he's undervalued, he's undersold, he's not getting enough respect. Give us the guy that by the end of the year, if we do this list again, he's going to be on here and everybody in the country is going to know exactly why.
Can I cheat and give you a guy that's not on the list that I think I'm going to miss? So just be self-aware. Here's a guy that I think Lincoln Kienholz at Louisville is not ranked, but he gets Brom, right? He gets 2 good running backs. They have a good scheme. I could see him climbing onto the list. As far as a guy on the list that I'd like to talk about, Bear Bothmeyer at BYU.
Yeah.
He's used to that meathead team. He'd be a candidate. When your quarterback wears number 47 and he runs up the middle and he can get 20 carries and he ends the season on a 300-yard game, he's right up your alley, Jacob. So I think he could lead BYU to the playoffs. And if he does that, he could be in the contention for the Heisman Trophy. He's got reminds me a little bit, and I hate making the comparison. Sometimes you see a guy with that style, a little bit of Tebow, right? And, maybe not at that prolific level. And Tebow was a fullback running the football. But he had a really good freshman year, and I think he's going to build on it.
Catching up with our guy Bill Bender of the Sporting News here on OTB. Bill, give us the quarterback outside of Arch Manning, because Arch Manning feels like he would be the answer here with the most pressure of any quarterback on this list to go out there and be as successful as this list says he can be.
Well, if it's not Arch, it's C.J. Carr, Notre Dame. Notre Dame, there's a perfect storm here of what he could accomplish. Look, Notre Dame hasn't had a Heisman winner since 1987. It was Tim Brown. I mean, I think I was 9 years old. They haven't won a national championship since the year after that, 1988. And they haven't had a first-round pick at quarterback since Brady Quinn. So if C.J. Carr goes out and does what I think he's going to do and leads Notre Dame to the playoff and a deep playoff run, possibly a national title, I think this team's good enough to do that. He could accomplish all of those things. So with that, we've done this before with Ron Paulus and Jimmy Clausen and you name a Notre Dame quarterback in the last 30 years that we've put this pressure on. I think there's a lot on him. And I would say they're not on the list, but whoever starts at Alabama between Mack and Keelan Russell, that quarterback's going to face a lot of pressure too, because it's just inherent that Alabama, their last two, Jalen and Ty Simpson, NFL, I mean, they've got this litany of NFL quarterbacks, so the next guy is going to be expected to be that good.
Who do you think is going to win that battle in Tuscaloosa? Because we talked about it the other day. Yeah, eventually Mac's got to be like, hey, guys, y'all wanted me to come here. Like, y'all brought me from where we were together to here. Eventually, I got to be the guy.
If I had to guess, I think Mac will start, but Keelan will keep that pressure on him because of the talent. This is a tough one because, like you said, Mac follows him from Washington, knows the system. Both played pretty well in the spring game, so you don't get a lot of readout. I don't get a lot of readout of spring games anyway, unless it's really obvious. And Russell's got some tremendous talent, so I could see it being a situation where Max starts early, but Russell plays, and before they get into the meat of that SEC schedule, they kind of come up with a winner.
All right, I'm going to ask you about one more name on this list, and again, we're catching up with our guy Bill Bender of the Sporting News, and that name's going to be somebody that LSU fans certainly know, and he is somebody that certainly went into college football with a lot of fanfare, and I think it's a big, big year for him in his development. That is, on your list, number 23, Bryce Underwood at Michigan. What do you think it looks like for Bryce Underwood there in Ann Arbor?
There's been a lot written about Bryce Underwood, and I know you've seen it, about mixed reports about how it's going this year. Tremendous arm talent. Didn't get developed last year.
Nope.
And, there's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, we all saw how the Sherman Moore era ended. But if Jason Beck can do for him what he did for Devin Dampierre, I think you could have a huge year. The big thing with me is it's not just Underwood, and I'm not making excuses, but they're receivers, man. They need the receivers to step up. They need Jamie French to be better, the Texas transfer. They need Andrew Marsh to take the next step. I recite this stat at will, and it's shocking. Michigan hasn't had a first-round receiver in the NFL draft since Braylon Edwards.
Ooh.
That's 21 years. Ohio State has one every year. So, that's just you got to have guys to throw to, too. But I think Bryce does need to take that next step. There's some really flashes of brilliance, but there's definitely some inconsistency that he's going to have to work through this year.
All right, there he is, our guy Bill Bender of the Sporting News. Good enough to join us. Bill, it's always a pleasure, man. We got to do this more often. I miss you over on the college channel on SiriusXM since I made the move to the NFL channel. I don't get a chance to catch up with you every week, and we got to change that.
Hey, let's change it, Jacob. Great talking to you. I'll see you next time. Take care.
All right, you as well. Again, Bill Bender does a fantastic job and really breaks it down like nobody else does and puts a lot of time and effort and analytics into it, and we always appreciate him hopping on with us. All right, we will take a break, wrap up hour number 2 when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, your roof is your home's first line of defense, and when it needs attention, trust the experts at Pelican Roofing. So whether it's a roof replacement, repairs, routine maintenance, or professional inspection, Pelican Roofing delivers quality workmanship and dependable service across South Louisiana. Their experienced team uses premium materials, pays attention to every detail, and takes pride in getting the job done right the first time. They have got a rep built on honesty, communication, craftsmanship. Pelican Roofing is the team homeowners trust to protect what matters most, which is your home and your family inside of the home. Don't wait until a small roofing issue becomes a major problem. Remember, you can go to the website pelicanroof.com, and also they're doing big things in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, in your local community. So much so they have a community tab on the homepage, top right corner. Click on that, see what they're doing in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge. Visit pelicanroof.com today. That's pelicanroof.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection. We don't have heat lamps, because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades. But our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
I've been in banking for over 35 years. I usually start about 7:30 in the morning, and I usually leave somewhere around 5, or if customers need me to meet them at their house or their business places, I don't mind going after hours. I have done churches, subdivisions, retail centers, hospitals, and nursing homes. And that's why we chose to live in this community, because of the values First American Bank has, that I can serve my community and my customers.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied.
Well, I took a walk around the world to ease my troubled mind. I left my
2007 champs. Purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Another forgotten band. Just banger after banger, and all of a sudden it's like, where'd they go? What happened? I know they've had some tragedy in their band. I think one passed away from cancer, like maybe within the year.
The lead singer did, yeah.
Is that what it was? But like for such a long time, it's like, man, 3 Doors Down, like every 3 months, banger, banger, banger. It's just like, did they just get happy and be like, hey, we're good. We're just gonna, that song's gonna play on movies and TV shows, and we're just gonna go to the mailbox and pick up that check. And, we'll tour. We'll get like 6 spots maybe a year. We'll see you in Biloxi.
Little reunion tour maybe every now and then.
Yeah.
He died in February.
When the royalties get a little low.
Yeah.
Well, they were supposed to. So the Creed concert they had in New Orleans, it was supposed to be Creed and Three Doors Down.
Yeah.
That's when he came out with his diagnosis thing. So they had to switch it. So yeah, I mean, they were supposed to be here. What, a year ago?
Right. And yeah, like I said, they had a tragedy. But I'm just thinking like they were so good for like that period of time. And we always add bands to this list. Goo Goo Dolls is in that list.
Ooh.
Matchbox 20 is in that list.
I put the Fray on that list.
The Fray is certainly on that list.
Love the Fray.
Yeah.
Love the Fray.
And then all of a sudden, they leave us. I don't know where they go.
You make your money and you're done, I guess.
It's not like the sound changes.
It's a heavy schedule, man.
Yeah.
Musician.
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure.
that's I imagine you do get burnt out on it as much as those artists love their craft and the thrill of performing and everything. That's a long career.
Well, especially a band more than a solo artist. There's multiple people in that group. You could have creative differences. People break up. Like,
what's the band I'm thinking of?
I could see how it would happen.
Lifehouse. Another one.
Put them on the list for sure.
Lifehouse on the list. Kind of all in the same box there.
Train.
All around the same time period too. Like,
yeah, they were playing on the Big Dog 94.5 up in the Port City. I don't know what happened. But if y'all all want to come together for a music festival, I'll be there. I'll bring the beers.
Well done.
I really would go see that, though. I would absolutely go see that. I don't even care where it was. I would go find a way. I don't even know what you would call, like, what do we call that genre of early 2000s, late 90s?
Alternative rock, maybe.
Is it?
That's what I was going to say. It was alt rock, yeah.
Alt rock.
I guess so.
Alt punk,
I mean,
something like
yeah,
that.
because it's not soft rock. It's not. I mean, I'd
Not
say
rock.
alternative. Yeah, alternative's a good thing.
Let us know in the chat what you would call that. And we're going to get to the chat here in hour number 3. So any questions, concerns, comments you have, go ahead and throw those in there. Remember, we have the text line as well, 225-499-1045. I think we have the text line ready to go. I don't know how to work it. Luke and Moose, I think, feel like they know how to work it back there, so we'll get to those as well. We got Bobby Carpenter in about 15 minutes from now. Stay locked in. It is OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior, or just trying to stay active, Oshner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute is here to help you continue to move. Located at Elite Training Complex on Burbank in Baton Rouge, Oshner's walk-in orthopedic clinic offers fast, convenient care when injuries happen. And remember, there's a couple of big things here and a couple of big benefits. There's no appointment needed. And with on-site x-rays, the team can treat sprains, strains, minor dislocations, sports injuries, including ACL tears, and sudden and ongoing non-spine related muscle and joint pain as well. You'll have access to specialized orthopedic care, nationally recognized expertise, and a team focused on getting you back to doing what you love as quickly and safely as possible. So remember, you can walk in today, or you can learn more information at oshner.org/BRortho. That's Oshner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute, helping move your healing forward.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google, based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
My name is Mike Krumholt, and I've been with First American Bank for 4 years. What makes First American Bank special is we're able to offer all the products and services that any other big bank can offer. What sets us apart is being able to give that small town feel that someone can pick up the phone and they can talk to someone or stop by the branch and get excellent customer service.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinecenterla.com.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and fill the...
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3 of OTB. The chat never disappoints. So don't forget the wallflowers in our conversation. Shout out Jacob Dillon. One person said it's alt pop. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair, too.
Brett said it's divorced dad rock.
Nook,
it is not called forgettable. Nook, you and I, like, you're my boy. It ain't forgettable. Let me tell you that. Hey, Siri, play Cable Car by The Fray.
Oh, man.
I'll do that right now.
Whoever Siri just popped the one, you're welcome.
We'll come back with it next segment.
Dude, The Fray's awesome. Yeah. Me and my buddies were on a vacation. This is actually like 2 years ago. We were like, what happened to The Fray? Somebody had a playlist. They were performing somewhere around here like 2 years ago.
Around here?
Blue Bayou?
No, it wasn't
like
Rio.
In Louisiana? You
It was in Rio. Yeah, like Louisiana, Texas area. They had like 2 or 3 concerts.
Should do a forgotten band tier list, Jake.
Ooh.
That'd be good. That'd be a good one.
That would be good.
Like that feels like what needs to be y'all's next
you're right.
y'all's next tier list.
Yeah, because Flynn would thrive in that too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
In Alondra's music knowledge is pretty vast.
Here you go. We can all make a trip to Houston July 31st to see The Fray.
Who's with him?
I don't know.
That matters. We're talking Gavin DeGraw.
Gavin DeGraw. I was not ready for that at all, man. Like, you could have thrown out so many, and I would have been more prepared than I was for Gavin DeGraw. I don't want to be. Yeah.
Hey, we're One Tree Hill fans here on the morning show, man.
But really, if it's Gavin DeGraw, I'm there.
I know, it doesn't say.
All right. I mean, it's not just them. It can't be.
It could be. The tickets are only $38.
Again, Gavin could be with them, and those are $38.
Gavin
I love
could
Gavin.
be with them.
It doesn't say who they're with. It really doesn't?
I'll look into it. I just did like a quick search.
Do we have a? It can be just a singer. It doesn't have to be a member of a band. But do we have somebody that is known? He's well known, but it's like, how did that guy never make it? Like, make it where he was on like the Billboard Top 40, whatever, Top 100. Do we have a name of somebody that you listen to that, again, it's not like he's an unknown. It's not like the deepest of deep cut. And I hate Flynn's like this sometimes too. Like, oh, you just hadn't heard it yet, bro. It's like, no, it's okay. You found him first. Congrats. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Mark Broussard. Louisiana's own Mark Broussard. He in my college days, like, he would come to the varsity a ton. I'm like, oh, that dude's gonna blow up. That guy's gonna be huge, and he's got a following for sure. I mean, I still follow Mark Broussard. I was always like, why is he not more popular? Dave Barnes kind of falls into that category too back in the day. Think of my time college radio. I know we're different ages, so maybe the answer is a deep cut for y'all. I'm not sure.
Well, I was kind of thinking about it. I'm like, I don't really know if I have that. I mean, I hear music because it's out there and popular and mainstream.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know if I have an answer to that. I know that's boring and not what we're looking for, but
It's all right. You quite possibly ruin the morning and the show.
And possibly the whole evening.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at Dale for ruining the story.
Yeah.
You mean like somebody, like, could they have had a hit and they just didn't have the staying power, or what?
Like a one-hit wonder? But I mean, again, a one-hit wonder probably made Billboard.
Yeah, that's what I'm
With
thinking
their one
more.
hit.
Like
Yeah, it's
somebody
like
that you
Maybe it
heard
could be
their
a
first
one-hit wonder,
hit
yeah.
and you're...
Yeah, it could be that. I mean, I think it falls to the category, like, because they kind of made it, but maybe not a household name.
Chris Cagle for me.
Okay.
2000s
Okay.
country.
That's actually a good
Chris
answer.
Cagle,
Yeah.
dude. I think Chris Cagle had something like two of his, like, on his first album, he had like 2 hits that were in like the top 50, and I don't think he ever really replicated that same sort of success. Like, I've always been a big Chris Cagle fan, but, like, you know, the average
Cagle, that's a
person's
good
not
one.
gonna.
Chicks dig it. What a banger.
Dude, it was.
Song's so good, dude.
Oh man, Merriweather is that's a good one. A couple people said that in the chat. That's one that certainly felt like they were going to be big. Mark Kahn, who sang "Walking in Memphis." Okay, nut.
Wow.
I tried to get Memphis to make that like his walk-up song. He's like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, well, it's funny. It says your
Yeah,
name.
that's good stuff. Yeah.
And then is it Pam Tillis that sings? Maybe it was.
That is
Yes.
Pam Tillis.
That is Pam Tillis.
Yeah, I
Yes.
tried it. I was like,
it's a
dude,
great
I
song.
was like, it'd be funny. He's like, I'm not doing that, Dad.
I think that'd be even good too. Yeah.
It'd be funny.
That's what walk-up songs are supposed to be like that. Like, you gotta have a like Landon Hood when he gets to LSU. Can we get like some "I'm So Hood" by DJ Khaled?
Exactly.
That'd be
Like, you gotta
awesome.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like that'd be so good.
I'm with you. Cowboy mouth. Oh my god. Oh man, that's good. That's good stuff. Was the varsity was it? And I know Tate, you went to Southeastern, so maybe not as much for you, but did the varsity still have good shows when you were in college, Moose?
Not really. No.
Kevin Gates went there
I was about
one
to say,
time.
I mean, like every now and then
He did.
they'd pop
Hey.
off with something, but no, not really.
Big.
Yeah, Kevin Gates. It's that's the Chris Dorian video.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know the video we're talking about?
No, but I know the song.
You don't know the Chris Doring video that we're talking about?
I do not.
I'll find it.
Of Chris Doring at Mardi Gras.
Oh, Lord.
And Kevin Gates is playing. Oh, my. How have you missed this, Moose?
Doring have a shirt on?
Shirt on.
Okay.
Shirt on. We'll have to play that for you.
CD. Goodness gracious.
Found it.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't think we can have sound.
No. I'm
Kevin
going to show him
Gates
during
is
break.
not-
We can't.
it's not-
We can't play
No, you
that.
can play it. You just play it. Just play it. Just play it. Just play it.
I think I know what's playing in the background.
Plus you super thick.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't remember where Doring was during Mardi Gras. Corey Smith's a great name, by the way. Whoever put that in the chat, the 21 song, that was a banger when we were in college.
Oh boy, I can just see the thumbnail over there on Taylor Sky. On Taylor. All right, let's see.
All right, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is Chris Doring. That one time he went to Mardi Gras parade in Louisiana. You know, he's got his Yeti cup. He's ready to go.
Shades on.
That is Doring.
I can tell the vibes are so high.
Although it's
right
not
there.
really Chris Doring, but by God, if it didn't look just
Look
like
at that.
Chris
It looks
Doring.
just like Chris Doring.
Look at that guy. That it has to be Chris Doring.
I know you've asked him about that before.
Oh, 1,000 times. They actually had that guy on SEC this morning.
Did they really?
They had him on.
Dude,
They had
that's
the
Chris
guy on.
Doring.
That
I
is
swear,
Doring.
When I saw this, I was about to call Doring and get pissed at him because he didn't call me when he was in town for Mardi Gras. Like, that is Doring. If it wasn't been the dad blue polo.
I mean,
like, if he
Florida
would've
Gators
had-
colors are Florida Gator
for
blue,
sure,
man.
For sure. It's not his polo's not really his style. Those glasses could be hit or miss. But I was like, that's Chris Doring. He came down to Louisiana and went to Mardi Gras.
Dude.
I mean,
with the Yeti Cup.
What?
The American flag Yeti Cup. Go America.
How many times was Doring sent this video?
Oh, he said.
I mean,
he said his phone blew up.
I bet.
It was a viral video because it was the guy just vibing to Kevin Gates, and then it just happened to be the doppelganger of Chris Doring.
and the blue shirt, like
the
Florida
glasses,
Gator fits.
the height, the body type,
The hair,
everything.
I mean, the hair is really. The hair is what does it for me.
Like that
The hair-
looks so much.
the hair is-
Guy. Oh man, this guy, so good.
I can't believe they had him on the show. That's
It's
so
even
good.
better when you hear it with sound. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. All right, we will step away. We do have our guy Bobby Carpenter, Big Ten Bob, set to join us when we come back. Real quick though, I do want to tell you about our friends over at Rouse's. Rouse's.com is the website. Remember, you can go to the website. You can find that location that is near you. You can find the one that's most convenient for you. Right now, they got the breakfast bar. Later on, they got the lunch bar, the salad bar, the sushi bar, the pre-made meals ready to go, ready for you. It's all about convenience. It's also all about local at your local Rouse's. They're going to have a ton of local companies and local flair. They've got their own brand as well, which you know is going to be local here on the Gulf Coast. So go to your local Rouse's, find that one that is nearest you. Check out the weekly ads at your store as well by going to Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. All right, when we come back, the General Bobby Carpenter joins us right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Lock Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at lockmeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
I'm Billy Schmidt, and I've been with First American Bank for 13 years. I have a passion of getting to know customers, getting to know their journeys, getting to know their stories, and being a small part of that, and just continuing that, and taking those relationships and expanding out into the community, just to make First American a household name. And people look at us and say, hey, what's special about you guys? You're part of a family.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized, it'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
121-12674. Offices in Baton Rouge.
I never knew that everything was falling through. That everyone I knew was waiting on a cue to turn and run when all I needed was the truth. But that's how it's gotta be.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. No Matt Flynn today. Matt Flynn is beaching down at the beach on 30A, so we are riding solo, but we are thrilled to be joined by our guy, Bobby Carpenter, the general Big Ten Bob, joining us now. And I bet Bobby Carpenter used to throw down to the fray as well. What do we say?
How to save a life, Hester. I'm glad you put that on there for me coming in because you know exactly what I needed to hear today. It's a beautiful day in Columbus, Ohio. It's like 85 degrees, so I'm pumped, but it's not as pretty as 30A. And I'm going to be honest, I've hung out with Flynn down on 30A. You guys went to college together.
Yep.
Has he ever offered up his house down there in watercolor to you?
No. I can't even get Matt to give me free samples of his hydration product, My High. I can't even get that done. So you think he's going to offer his home to me?
Gosh, man, you know what, Hester? I thought it was the brotherhood. That's what we have at Ohio State. I mean, it must be a little different down there in the bayou.
Well, he's from Texas, so we don't really, that's a whole different. That's a whole different subject there, Bob. And so, yeah, I don't, like Flynn is Flynn. That's all I can say. He is.
Hey,
He's Flynn.
He may not offer you to that, but you got Colt McCoy, a Texas guy. He's sending us poncho gears. So, I mean, what are we talking about, Coach?
You know what? That's a hell of a point, Bob. I bet if Colt McCoy had a house on 30A, I could call Colt right now and say, hey, my guy, I'm in a pinch. The reservation got canceled down here. Me and the family were a little stranded. He'd say, I got you. The keys are under the mat. You're exactly right. It's not a Texas thing. It's a Flynn thing.
It's a Flinner thing all the way. And, like, you know, I might have to ask AJ. Maybe it might be a Hester thing, to tell you the truth, because I think he's offered AJ the house, to tell you that. So I don't know what's going on.
That's very fair. That's very fair. So I don't know about my partner. I don't know about him. I mean, look, I know about I know about you. We did Meathead Radio together for a long time. I know you're always ready to go. I know I can ask you almost anything, and you're going to have an answer for it. So we're having a little fun this morning. You heard the fray there. We were talking about bands that were forgotten about, like Matchbox 20 and Three Doors Down and the Wallflowers and Train, Lifehouse.
What?
All these bands, like what happens to them, Bob? They're just like banger after banger, and then all of a sudden we don't hear from them anymore.
It is wild. Now, I don't know how many bangers the Wallflowers had. They had a couple, but like I put like Eagle Eye Cherry in there. Now they just had Save Tonight. Now that was nice. Nice little band from the 90s.
Yeah.
But they usually do these like little. It's really what it is. They should call it the mixtape, or like the burnt CD tour from all the people from the 90s and early 2000s. And they do those tours where they get like 5 groups together, because you really only want to hear about 4 to 6 of their songs. And there's really not an opener. There's really not a close. Like, someone gets to close it, but there's no headline.
Yeah.
Because they're all playing like just their hits, and that's what you love to hear.
See, this is why you're my my Meathead Radio brethren. Like, I knew I would throw the question out there, and you one-upped this. The Burnt CD Tour. We've got a name. Location. All right, let's think about location. Where would be a prime location for the Burnt CD Tour?
Oh, gosh, yeah, in Columbus. You probably play it at a smaller little venue, like a little indoor-outdoor. They call it Promo West is what it used to be called. That's where you probably want to do it. Somewhere about 5,000 people have there.
Yeah.
Where it's not too big, because you've got that nice intimate feel you're looking for.
All right. I mean, you've got the location, you've got the name. We are ready to go. We'll see if we can get that done. Bob, wanted to have you on today. I don't have a chance to really talk as much broad college football anymore since I made the change over to NFL radio. So, like, my college talk is more focused on LSU and more focused on the SEC. So, wanted to have you on, talk a little Big Ten football, because, well, the Big Ten has won national championships, right? 3 straight years, and it's been 3 different teams. And last year it was Indiana of all teams. And so as you take a look post-spring at some of the top teams there, is it going to be the usual suspects of Ohio State and Indiana being back there? Where the Michigan Wolverines, where the Oregon Ducks, kind of post-spring right now? Who do you think are the teams right there? Let's say even the top 3 heading into fall camp.
I would say you've got Ohio State, number 1. And this really isn't in any particular order. I would say Ohio State, you've got there. You've got Oregon, and I would say Indiana. Those are kind of the cluster of 3 teams I think are going to be at the top. And ironically, like Dan Lanning, he's kind of like Sark. He's getting in that area now, that territory where you become the best coach who hasn't won a national championship. Like, it's cool to be on that list when you're like, in coaching for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But when you've been coaching now at a place that's really good for as long as you have been, it's just crazy that at some point you got to get over the top. And Lyon was able to get over the top. And you got Sark, you've got Dan Lanning, and so this is kind of Dan Lanning's time. I mean, Hester, they've got limitless resources, they've got great players, they've got everything you need up there. And so it feels like, we've been in the playoffs a couple of years. We were the number 1 overall seed 2 years ago. Had a couple rough losses in the tournament. Maybe now it's time to kick through. Below that, I think you've got Michigan. I think you've got Penn State. And I think you've got USC. And the big question for me with Lincoln Riley is he's in that conversation. It's one of the best to not win it.
Yeah.
He's been close, but he hasn't really been all that good since he's been at USC. They've had good offenses, but as a team, they haven't really excelled. And so it's funny, I was talking to my co-host the other day, would you rather take over the next 3 to 5 years a future on Indiana or a future on USC as being the better program. And frankly, right now, I'd probably lean into Indiana.
I don't think you'd have much argument right now, which sounds crazy, but I think that is factual. And as you were listing out some of those teams, Bobby, I'm sitting there thinking of a couple of different questions, and I'll start with kind of the first group, Oregon right now. Like, where are they ready to get over that hump? Because they've been good. They've been really good. And they've got Dan Lanning, who's this physical coach, and they've had offenses and quarterbacks, and they've had the things that you have to have. But for whatever reason, and, I watched them get punched right in the mouth from the very first play from Indiana. They never got off the canvas. Like, what happens to them when it gets playoff time again? Do they finally have what it takes to get over that hump?
Well, and what's interesting this year, last year Dante Moore, started a year left of eligibility. Everyone thought he was going to come out. And he comes back. And so you look at the last couple of national champions, you look at Mendoza, you look at Will Howard, you look at J.J. McCarthy, you look at Stetson Bennett of Georgia, who's been playing for 18 years. You have a veteran quarterback now, so that should help steady everything. I know they had a veteran quarterback a couple of years back, but now you've got Dante Moore, who was all everything. He transferred in from USC or UCLA. He sat and he was able to develop. Looks good last year. But the question, like you posed, Hester, is a very good one. Is the fact that you have Dan Lanning, who's he's a line coach by trade. And so that's where that toughness begins. And it looks like they've gotten beat up a little bit in some of those games by Ohio State and by Indiana. And that I know that's something that they've been working on. I've talked to people that have been up there, and they're focusing on toughness, running the ball, being physical on defense. And it's not like they're a soft program, but in those big games, that's what it kind of looks like. And so I'm curious, that's the big question. Can they get over that physical element, that hump right there, to be able to make that push through?
All right, let's go to another group that you talked about there who's in that next tier, and that's the Michigan Wolverines. And Bryce Underwood's somebody that came into college with as much fanfare as any freshman quarterback possibly can. Like, it was like Peyton Manning levels. It was Arch Manning almost level. Like, it was that talked about, and we know, the dollar amount that he got. And maybe it's, because we were here at LSU and he was committed to LSU for such a long time, maybe it was a bigger story here. But it felt like around the country, him going to Michigan was almost guaranteed success, and it hasn't really been that. And you got a new coaching staff. It's going to be a lot of new. You haven't heard great things coming out of Ann Arbor for the offseason. Where is Michigan and where is Bryce Underwood as we head into this season?
Well, you guys knew about it because it was close and personal to you. Ohio State, oh my gosh, they paid $10 million or whatever it was for this quarterback. And this, Hester, stars matter somewhat. I look at them in an aggregate. You obviously want to have the best players you can that are rated out of high school, but that doesn't necessarily guarantee you success on an individual player basis. And, Bryce Underwood is a great athlete. He's got a live arm. He looked pretty good last year for, freshman starter, first-year starter. You feel like he was, playing pretty well. And, they were a decent team last year. They were a good team. You were expecting to take the step. Now, they've had all the coaching issues and everything, but I know you value Kyle Whittingham as much as I do, and how tough of a coach he is and how good of a coach he is and what he did at Utah. And I was talking your guy, former teammate Eric Weddle, who played for Whittingham at Utah. I don't know if you heard his comments where he goes, a backup better be ready because he might be coming in the second half. And I'm listening to that, him say that, I'm thinking, man, does he believe this Michigan team's so good they're going to be boat racing people? And then he kind of elaborated more and said, no, I don't think Bryce Underwood's the guy. You got to be able to throw from the pocket. You got to be able to play that way. And I'm thinking, wow, that's a pretty scathing thing because you always know that big jump usually happens between the first year and second year as a starter. And so I think there is some concern about, he's a great athlete. He's got a live arm, but how good of a quarterback is he actually?
Yeah, and if I'm a Michigan Wolverine fan and I hear some things like that, man, I am terrified. I am terrified of what we did to make sure he got on campus, and I'm also terrified in the lack of development, and that's going to be something that he has to be good. He has to be great, I think, for Michigan to have an opportunity. And, Bobby, it's the slippery slope of putting so much time and effort into a high school prospect. And look, I hate even saying that because when I was coming out of high school, if it was today's world, I probably don't get a scholarship to LSU because of where I was rated coming out of high school, but everybody used to take a certain amount of high school players, and that's the way it was because that's how you acquired players. But now it's like, okay, do I want to go get the guy that we think is going to be incredible as a freshman? Because I understand you get, a job to do in high school recruiting still, but it's like, or do I want to give that money to the guy that's done it for 2 years in the Big 12, and I think he can make the transition to the Big 10?
Well, that's the question there. It's like, hey, you want to get young players, ideally, because you want them in your program, but you've got to hit on them. And Hester, it's a lot harder to do that. Like, you look at the Cleveland Browns trade they made with Myles Garrett. People were complaining, like, oh, they got one first. I go, but you got Jared Verse, who was a first-round pick. He's been a 2-time Pro Bowler. Like, give me that guy as opposed to an unproven commodity that you're just taking. And that's the same thing now with recruiting in college, where you want to be able to recruit and develop those guys because it shows that you've got a culture in your program, you're a competent coach, and you can do all those things that everybody wants to see. But there is a risk that when you get that guy, he doesn't end up being the player that you want him to be. And especially now, and this is the reality, we're talking about this in the salary era, like you allocate a lot of resources to him.
Yep.
Now you can't, and he can't overplay that allocation. Those are dollars you could be spending on other positions, and that becomes a little bit dangerous now as they try to figure all this thing out. If he doesn't become that electric playmaker, you're paying a lot to a dude who maybe isn't playing that well.
All right, Bob, I want to get your thoughts on the team that we cover every single day and kind of get an outsider's perspective on the LSU Tigers. It's been very quiet all season, Bob. Nothing happening down here. Not a lot of things going on. The basketball Will Wade situation's been very quiet. Lane Kiffin coming over, as you know, that was a quiet situation as well. But when you take a look at LSU and Sam Levitt, a quarterback that you and I have spent a lot of time talking about when he was at Arizona State, certainly the year they made the playoff run with Cam Scadaboo and that whole bunch. How do you view LSU, knowing what last year looked like, the expectations? You beat Clemson the first game. It looked like the sky was the limit, but how do you feel about the LSU Tigers on the outside looking in?
Well, if Sam Levitt plays like he did before he got hurt, you feel like you've got the quarterback situation straightened up. Lane Kiffin can coach offensive football, so they should have a pretty good offense. The question then becomes, Hester, is this is the same thing they had last year, like that LSU defense that you had become accustomed to for the last 30 years being great. Like, they've got to step up and play well. And bringing back Ed O, which I think is awesome, because it's like, hey, everybody knows the guy can recruit. He's a great position coach. He interacts great with the players. Maybe not the best at managing the program, but you put him in a role where he's going to have success and he's endeared and loved by the program. So I like that. But it's going to me, has to come down to that defense. Like, how good is that defense and what they've been able to build there, and will they be able to have success like that?
All right, Bob, on the way out, what's the workout looking like today? Did we already get it in? Are we about to head to the facility right now? And have we done the 110 test yet to keep up with Ohio State? I'm not sure if they're back working out yet, because I know you like to do the Friday conditioning test if the boys are back and working out.
They're back. I am actually not working out today. I'm going to get it in tomorrow.
What?
I'm heading up to the Memorial Tournament. I know it's a little crazy. I'm heading up to the Memorial Tournament today. I spent some time with some friends and my lovely wife up there. So it's beautiful. It's nice out. So the workouts can have to be put off till tomorrow. I know it's crazy, but I've still been running. I've still been running the 110s and the gassers and all the work. And so I'm anticipating my birthday. I'll give you the fill-in on August 1st if I'm able to complete it again. But, yeah, we're going to take a little hiatus for today.
All right. Don't forget who you are, Bob. I'm just saying, don't forget who you are.
Hey, don't forget what got us here, all right? That's just,
Oh, Bob, we appreciate it, man. It's good to hear your voice. Good to catch up, and we'll do it again soon.
Always, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, that is our guy, Bobby Carpenter, SiriusXM college football. Of course, former Buckeye, first-round pick of the Cowboys, and my meathead brethren, always a pleasure. This guy, every year, Moose, on his birthday, he does whatever the Ohio State football conditioning test is. That's how he celebrates his birthday every year. Whatever they do for their test, he does it as well.
I got to respect that level of commitment to the program still. Yeah. That's – you hear it all the time, once a Tiger, always a Tiger, once a Buckeye. That's the definition of once a Buckeye, always a Buckeye. Oh, it's my birthday. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Work out.
Yep.
college football strength and conditioning?
And he does. He does it every year. He does whatever the conditioning test is. And I'm pretty sure on Fridays, most Fridays, he runs the 110s with them as well, or whatever they do now, like curves, or I don't even know if you're allowed to do 110s anymore. But whatever it is, Bobby does it.
I bet they're pissed when Bobby shows up because you know he's going to do well. And, I mean, he's well out of college. They probably hate it.
They're like, we can't let Bobby outwork us here.
Yeah, right.
Oh, damn, Bobby's here today. Everybody kicking in gear.
You know they are. Like, God, that old man's back again.
Why?
Who is this guy?
The strength coach is going to be like, you got a 42-year-old over there doing it. You can do it. God. Hate you, Bobby.
We get it, Bob. You're old and in shape.
Bob, go home.
Yeah, get out of here, Bob. All right, we will take a break. We got more OTB coming your way. Before we do hit that break button, though, I want to tell you about our friends over at Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Go Tommy's. Thank you. GEAUX, Tommy's with a Y.com. Go Tommy's.com. Moose, if you say Tommy's and you don't say go, yell it like Tay did there, Flynn's going to be really upset with you. You want to go ahead?
I was not prepared for that at
go ahead,
all.
Taylor.
Yo, Tommy!
There you go. Go Tommy's.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding, the best in Baton Rouge and the Advocate this year. That went to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Go Tommy's, GEAUX, Tommy's with a Y.com. More OTB when we come back here, live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
Ever wonder why cane sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Simone ate the best gumbo of her life, rolled some dice, and enjoyed a relaxing massage. She did not, however, find time to lay by the pool. Well, Simone, there's always next time. Lake Charles, there's a lot to pack in.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer.
With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Just praying to a God that I don't believe in. 'Cause I got time while she got freedom. 'Cause when a heart breaks, no, it don't break even.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Where are they at? Where's the script?
They're preparing for the Burnt CD tour.
Yeah, they are. And they're like the back end of the Burnt CD tour.
Yeah.
Like, they barely got to the Burnt CD.
But you're
tour,
vibing
but
with them.
There. They're there.
It's there for sure.
All right. Let me add them to the list. All right. Got script.
Jake's reaching out to all these bands
Well,
after the
I'm
show.
just saying, we work at a radio company that has, 2 music stations. I feel like we could kind of put this thing together.
All right. So the script, Lifehouse.
Jake's going to turn this into Michelle after the show. He's going to be like,
And that's Box 20.
Matchbox, the Fray.
The Fray. The Wallflowers.
The Wallflowers.
What do we say, Lifehouse?
Yeah, he's got that on there.
Yeah. Goo Goo Dolls might be the headliner.
Yeah, Goo Goo Dolls has to be on there.
Oh, Hunt Palmer's there.
Third Eye Blind?
Yeah,
they got to be on
Blind,
there.
absolutely.
Third Eye's got to be on there.
Third Eye Blind. All right, the script, Lifehouse, Matchbox 20, The Fray, The Wallflowers, Goo Goo Dolls, Third Eye Blind.
That's a lineup right there.
That is a lineup. Ooh, Kings of Leon?
Yeah, Kings of Leon. Where'd they go? I mean, that's definitely fair. Where did they go?
Where'd they go? All right. I'm liking this. This feels like I don't want to have it just like in the River Center. Like, I want it to be different. I want it to be something a little bit unique. And I know like we typically have like the big concerts in Tiger Stadium. That's not what this is. That's not what this is. But it could be at the box.
I think it needs to be bigger than that.
Oh, do you? I mean, the box is what? Between 10 and 13.
Well, I mean, you'd have the field. You could have field seats. I mean, you could put, probably 30K in there with field seats, I would think.
I like the box idea.
I mean, you get 10 in the stands, suites. You got to fit at least 20 on the field.
Yeah.
This is an outdoor show, though, for sure.
Put stage in center.
The
So
stage
maybe
in
like
center.
the outfield seats might actually be kind of closed
Closed off, yeah.
But you're right. You're going to have some floor seats.
That'd be interesting.
Ooh, Daniel.
I think there'd be more demand, though, for it.
Daniel, Switchfoot.
Oh!
Switchfoot's on there.
Switchfoot's got to go on there. Yeah, 100%.
Let's go ahead and write that one down. Switchfoot.
God, where did they go?
Where did they go, guys? Where did they go? Look, Kings of Leon are still relevant. I know Easy. I know they are still relevant, but not to where they were.
Right, like Luke mentioned Shinedown.
I know they were at Jazz Fest, but were they headlining Jazz Fest? No.
No.
Like all of these bands that we're talking about could be at Jazz Fest.
Yeah.
It's not like they're bums.
Their name's just going to be.
They're not one-hit wonders.
All of these names are going to be the smaller font on the poster at Jazz Fest.
Yes, absolutely.
Huh.
I'm loving. All right, Jason Mraz.
Meh.
Or you got Train on the list?
No, don't have Train.
Train
be a good
needs
one.
to be on the list, yeah. Train for sure.
I don't know. Nickelback. Nickelback feels like
No.
they might be a little too much for this.
I was about to say they don't fit the genre
Yeah.
here. That's
Well,
definitely more divorced dad rock.
Yeah.
Nickelback.
Nickelback's a little bit heavier, but also like They were around longer. Like, I get that they don't do much anymore, but they were around longer.
So we don't have any solo artists on this.
What about, somebody else put it in the chat. Good point. What about Candlebox? Do they fit?
Are they big enough to be on this list?
I would say no. But
I don't think so.
It's not that they didn't have a good run.
Right, they're good.
Yeah.
Just not for this list. We do need maybe a solo artist.
Do we?
Maybe one.
All right. Let's think.
Do we go ahead and just pull the trigger on Gavin DeGraw?
I was actually about to say you had a
That's, Jake just wanted to get Gavin DeGraw on the bill. Okay, that's all he wanted.
Jake just wants to see Gavin DeGraw in concert so bad.
I don't want to be anything.
Oh, man.
I could see Jake being like, Katie, we're gonna be late. We're gonna miss Gavin DeGraw's song.
He's got more than that. Chariot's a banger.
He
too.
does.
All right. Tell me y'all would not go pay money to go see
I'd go to that show.
I would go to that show, 100%.
Yeah, Lifehouse is on the list already. John Mayer's too big to be here.
Yeah,
John Mayer's way too big.
No one's forgotten about John Mayer.
John Mayer's like my favorite artist. So like I would definitely want him to be there, but he's too big for that. You check out John Mayer on Sirius XM Channel 4, by the way. Ryan Cabrera. He had 2 songs, but
Yeah, like again, big enough to make the list.
yeah. Rock the Box Music Festival. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
I don't
not
hate
bad.
it.
Okay.
There's been worse names.
Oh man, so good.
It's not bad. I think I still favor Burnt CD.
I do too.
Sure.
I do
But
too.
Rock the Box.
Rock the Box is good.
That's
Rock
good.
the Box is good, but it's on everybody's burnt CD. Like it has to be there.
Yeah. Oh, this is so good.
Daniel Basham says Daughtry.
Could
Like-
be. He could be.
Oh, which
I would
by
think maybe
the way,
a little too heavy,
A
though.
little too heavy.
we
Little
were
too
talking
heavy.
about Three Doors Down was supposed to open for
Nickelback.
No, they were
No,
supposed to open for Creed.
Creed.
They were replaced by Daughtry.
Were they?
Yep, so it was Creed and Daughtry.
Does Creed need to be here?
I still think a little too heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people still know Creed. Like people are still talking about Creed.
Creed came back, though, man.
They did.
Like, they were forgotten, and then they were like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're
Come
still
on
here.
now. We're
Yeah.
still. Scott Stapp was like, listen.
You still remember the halftime show of
you
the
get it.
Cowboys game back in Thanksgiving in the 90s? You remember that. Don't act like you don't. In the early 2000s? Probably. All right, so in closing, before we get to a little Ask the Bench, I do want to remind you about our friends over at Rejuve Me Medical. If you want to feel like your youthful self, like listening to songs from your younger days, you go to Rejuve Me Medical. They give you that as well. You go to RejuveMeMedical.com. There's 13 locations across Louisiana, also in Mississippi, and they're going to be able to sit you down, get your blood work done, then you're going to get on a path for success. I've done it. Flynn's done it. Alondra's done it, and we are all moving forward with that plan, looking forward to it. I actually start that plan on Monday. Cannot wait to get all those things started. Blood work was easy. I did it with my daughter sitting on my lap. It was that easy. It was 5 minutes in. It was 5 minutes total time as I went back for the consultation as well. RejuveMeMedical.com and the Burnt CD tour. And maybe we add one more. But right now we've got the Script, Lifehouse, Matchbox 20, The Fray, The Wallflowers, Goo Goo Dolls, Third Eye Blind, Kings of Leon, Switchfoot, Train, and Gavin DeGraw.
Dude, we can put together a solid
Dude,
two-day
well
festival with that. Like,
find
that's
me a music-
strong.
Find me a
done.
music festival better than that around here.
Yeah.
And that's a good one.
You won't. In the Burnt CD tour, it's got one stop. So it's not really a tour,
Yeah, but
but we could make it a stop. We could go from the box to the Dude,
yeah,
Bluebell Park.
yeah.
I mean, it feels like,
Mhm.
that would be our sweet spot. It's all working right now. It's in the gumbo pot, and we're just mixing. We're just mixing all the things around. All right. We will close it out like we do every single day. We'll ask the bench to close out the show. Brought to you by Dos Equis, and we'll do it right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go see our friends over at Central Plumbing. Now, we've always told you about Central Plumbing, and it's not just in Central, it's in the entire greater Baton Rouge area. That is still very much true. But now it's not only in the greater Baton Rouge area, it's also in Lafayette. That's right, top right corner of centralplumbing.org. You will see Baton Rouge and the contact information, 225-230 9140, but you're also now going to see Lafayette, 337-202-5276. That is the emergency number. That's also the number to call if you're looking to upgrade at your home, at your business. If you want a little facelift, if you want a little remodel, they can certainly do that for you. They can do it for the very first time, right? If you're a new build, they can come in and they can do that. I mean, they do so many different things for you, but the thing that they do, no matter what it is always going to be attention to detail, incredible customer service. Go to the website today. Again, you can find the contact information in Baton Rouge, in Lafayette, top right corner, and always online at centralplumbing.org.
At Parrish, we're built for tough players and tough roofs.
Coach is tough on us about preparation, and Parrish brings that same championship mindset.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
ParrishBuilt.com.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer, we know you deserve value when you purchase equipment. Right now, take advantage of the powerful 3025E tractor for just $297 a month, with 0% financing for 72 months. Tractor packages with a trailer also available. Whether you're tackling land, property, or projects, get your job done. Don't wait. This offer ends June 30th, 2026. Some restrictions apply. Visit sunequip.com or stop by a Sunshine location today.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB, here live from the Raising Cane studio. We definitely want to remind you about our friends over at Gin Gators. GinGators.com is the website. You can find all the information. You get a quote right there, top right corner of the website. With Gin Gators, never go without power. Again, best rated backup generator installation and repairs in the state of Louisiana. They have got financing options available on the website. 24/7 emergency service as well. They are truly the best. Their story's the best. Their story is one that started with all family. It started out of necessity for their neighbors, and now they are the leader in Louisiana. So go to Gen Gators. That's GenGators with a Z.com. All right, let's get to a little bit of Ask the Bench here. Of course, Ask the Bench brought to you by Ice Cold Dos Equis. Go for Dos this weekend. Kick the feet up. Watch a little NBA Finals and go for Dos. Hashtag Ask the Bench. If the NFL didn't work out, what was Plan B? Plan B for me was I was going to PT school. Going to be a physical therapist. That's what the major was. That's what I wanted to do. And so that was Plan B at the time. Definitely not talking on the radio for 6 hours a day. That was definitely not in the plans. I didn't go to journalism school. I didn't do any of the things that, you prepare for a radio career. I started radio in San Diego when I was a player and really enjoyed it. Did it in the off season, kept doing it ever since, and would do a little here, a little there, just to try to get reps in. Said yes to every interview, and then now here we are talking 6 hours a day. What about you boys? Plan B?
I didn't play in the NFL, so I didn't really have a
I'll
be honest, man. I didn't really have Plan B. I knew I wanted to work in sports media, so I just pursued that the whole time. College, all that.
Yep.
So this was
you went to journalism school. At
I did,
LSU, right?
yeah, at LSU, yeah.
I did as well. This was Plan A for me. Now, if this didn't work out, Plan B was the NFL. So I probably would have went
strong. I love that.
Yeah, this was Plan A. NFL was Plan B. Me and Jake are just flipped.
Okay, fair enough.
We're very similar.
Fair enough. Hashtag Ask the Bench. Do you prefer a music festival or just a single band concert?
Single band concert.
It depends on the fest. It depends on the festival.
A lot of the festivals, I don't like. The 5 or 6 big names. I'll be like, oh hell yeah, and then I'm like, who are these other 10 people here that I've never heard of?
Yeah, I'll probably go. I don't know. Festivals are fun, but festivals are kind of like sometimes background fodder music.
Yeah, right.
You're not really there to see that person.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to block out a whole day too for it. So single band concert's the answer, but if it's a good festival,
I do like going. I'm going to see this person, and I know when I can show up. I know how many people are going to be there. I know the ins and outs, and so there's something about that as well. Hashtag Ask the Bench bucket list concert.
Man, bucket list?
I've been to everybody I really
I scratched one off the list.
You're a concert guy.
I go to a lot. So any bucket list I have now is someone that's not performing anymore. So
you know what? I wouldn't mind going to see Vance Joy. I've never seen Vance Joy in person, and I enjoy Vance Joy. So I would like to go see him in a very small setting, maybe like a small festival. That'd be one for me.
I'd have to really take some time to think about this. That's a hard question.
That's not what Ask the Bench is about.
I know, but that's a hard.
Ask the Bench about rapid fire, Moose.
I'm not always great at the rapid fire, Jake.
Hashtag Ask the Bench. Musso, does LSU have another baseball player before Monday?
Yeah, they already got one. Dawson Park committed from Texas State. So they got another one on the board.
Love it. There you go. Hashtag Ask the Bench. What bands are on your beach playlist? I would say beach. First thing I think of is Jack Johnson.
Kenny Chesney.
Skinny Kenny?
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. We love you. We thank you. We appreciate you. Go America.
Off the bench.
All right, certainly want to tell you about our friends over at Pala. Pala's fabrication shop in Hammond is growing, and they are looking for skilled vessel fitters to join their team immediately. If you can read drawings, fit pressure vessels, work with precision, and take pride in quality craftsmanship, they want to hear from you. And we always tell you so many great benefits to work with Pala. They offer top pay, steady overtime with projects secured well into 2027, paid holidays, paid vacation, and the benefit package. We talk about it all the time. Plus, you are part of the ESOP program. So you're not just an employee, you become an owner. If you are looking for a long-term career with a company that's investing in its people, expanding its capabilities, and continuing to grow right here in this area, then now is the time to make your move. You can apply today and build your future with Pala, and that's going to be at palagroup.com. That's P-A-L-A group.com. Pala, employee-owned, relationship-driven, building together.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Raising Cane's Texas Toast is a thick slice of bread, garlic buttered spread, grilled to golden perfection, and made to order just for you. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.